No, it's not on yet. All right.
Now it's on. Now
Thank
it's
you.
on.
All right. So now that you could hear us, thank you for chiming on in here at twitch.tv/Monoxus. I'm Stained Haynes. That's Monoxus.
The camera's not even focused.
He's trying to get things in order, and honestly, things are a bit up in the air. I mean, I'm not even on Twitter.
The
But,
screen doesn't key out, so we're good.
but we'd like for you to respect troops and remind you that it's okay to be infected. There are a number of people who have done their part, and we'd like to give them a shout out.
See,
All
immediately.
right?
Right out the gate. I told you.
Coolator, I assure you this is not a pre-recorded show. I'm just working on something right now. I could actually give you a sneak preview if you're interested. Can you type into Twitch chat queenstrash.com? All right. And there you go, ladies and jerks. So that's something I'm working on. Monoxus and I were taking pictures earlier of the black and white versions of each logo that we have up on the site, available soon at an abandoned gas station near you. Coolator, how did you manage to end up in this pre-recorded chat? Oh, well, Coolator exists in the in-between of the negative zone and meat space. You know, where people, like when you say in the Pledge of Allegiance, under God, and that keeps Stalin's ghost trapped in the puzzle box? Next door to that is where Coolator lives.
Okay.
All right, now let me fucking take a picture for the Instagram.
You hear that? He's not off Instagram. He only abandoned Twitter.
Hey, I have to let the jerks know that I'm doing the thing on the internet. Don't judge, all right?
Except on Twitter.
Hey, but on Instagram, people can't find you and then wait under your bed with, a fucking thermos and a Mad magazine.
Depending on the light, it gets keyed. See that?
Oh, that's pretty dope. You see, it's kind of like Predator. I love that.
There's like bits there.
So, ladies and jerks, what's wrong with Twitter there? Oh, no, nothing. I just deactivated from Twitter.
It's very distracting, I think, is the main thing. While trying to work on something, if you're just constantly getting, people saying shit.
And even when I'm not tweeting anything in particular, it becomes that. And it is a little, I don't want to say strange. I guess I'll go with strange.
You had to give me a green one, right?
Yes. So hold on. Milsurp Mephistopheles goes, hell, that explains all the Marxists coming out the woodwork. There's a correlation between schools abandoning the Pledge of Allegiance and Stalin escaping his labyrinth. You see, when you take God out the community and then, the fear of the unknown and you precondition that to something other than it is, fear, before you know it, Stalin escapes the fucking negative zone. He crawls out the puzzle box that we keep him there. And instead of saying the Pledge of Allegiance, they do the hand in the air or, kneel before something else
This
other than the
entire
American
stream is
flag.
going to use Twitter instead of Twitch chat. You see, you started.
Oh, okay, listen, Thupa, don't be jealous. I might.
You had to deactivate and get them riled up.
Hold on, we're live. Come by and talk shit. Yeah, that's right. I'm shamelessly self-promoting. All right. You have to keep them entertained for like 20 seconds.
Plenty entertaining. I'm just gonna sit here and stare at chat for a little while. See, that's the thing about these whole live streams. You don't understand. You don't have to read all of chat. You don't even have to fully engage. You just have to be here.
You mean be present in the moment?
Yeah, that's right.
Like out of Buddhist screeds?
Like have a drink with chat, hang out. How's everyone's day going? Everyone having a good day? I mean, I imagine probably not, but how are you, chat? Tell me about your day.
Let us know, please.
What's going on with you?
I'd like to know how your day is today.
Because to be fair, we usually kick these off with, just things that we've been popping off about, like current events. Which, I think the only thing that really, what made headlines recently, didn't, Biden bombed a car full of children?
That's right. 7 civilians because oopsie daisy. My head has been in a tar pit like a David Blaine magic trick because I've been working on Queen's Trash. So
that happened. That big-toothed politician wore a dress to a thing, and then tried to justify wearing the dress to a thing with a bunch of nonsense excuses instead of just answering just answer the fucking question.
That's right.
So we can talk about that. Especially because that took place that took place here. That's current.
And on top of that, she claims to represent our district, but I've never seen her here once.
Oh, she's been here. She has.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though. I don't feel very well represented by somebody who's like, we gotta tax the rich. How about you? No, not me. I'm not that rich. You have 3 houses.
I'm the other rich.
Yeah. You have 3 homes. At last I counted, I'm pretty sure she has 3.
Look at you, mister. I've done my
I
homework
think it
before
was 3.
talking mad shit.
But either way, like
Listen,
you own multiple homes. I live in an apartment. I think one of us it counts as rich in terms of tax rich, and the other doesn't. You know what I mean? How dare you be like, no, not me though. Well,
go
like,
later.
there's a slew of that on the internet. If you look at this, like, if you look at tax the rich as like a thing being posted out,
Mm.
like Ethan from H3H3 once did the whole like tax the rich, and people were like, don't you make like a couple of $1 million a year from your stupid ass podcast where you basically just verbally assault people?
Oops.
Yeah, but not me. Like, I'm not that rich. So what you guys are trying to say is tax billionaires, right? That's what you mean?
Mm.
Not millionaires. Not
Not the rich.
not the rich.
The
The
rich.
the rich, like the ones that are richer than me, because either you're jealous. I mean, don't get me wrong. You could take like 1% of like Bezos's wealth, and you could probably fund the country off of it. But like, that's not the point. The point
Oh,
is,
you could look this up. Jeff Bezos had an interview maybe 2, 3 weeks ago. I think it might have been in Forbes, but he called the money that he earned off of Amazon as his quote winnings. He didn't call them earnings. He didn't call them profit. He called it his winnings. Look that up.
good. He earned those. Here's the thing. Like, as far as that whole concept, as a person who is a part of the lower class,
Mhm.
I 100% think that there should be a tax on the rich that helps the country,
Yeah.
that genuinely helps and doesn't just like go towards, I don't know, like wherever the rest of the laundered money goes from this country. But I also have to respect the fact that those fuckers did what they did on their own. They earned that shit. Like, that's theirs.
To a degree. I mean, listen, as Queen's trash, I could only do one of a few things. One, I can respect the grift. Two, I do have to compartmentalize that, when you from Westchester, but you need Bronx votes, you become AOC. There comes a degree where you have to take into consideration that you might not have to like someone to respect what they do. Like, for example,
Agree.
L. Ron Hubbard,
Sure.
who invented a religion in the 20th century, and where, like, if inventing a religion were a video game, the 20th century is like the hardest difficulty.
I would argue you're wrong only because it's taken on a new form.
Mm-hmm.
So hear me out. Like, I know these things have existed for forever, but we live in an age now where a person's identity can be defined by which rock is on their like nightstand, how often they check their astrological sign and who it like lines up with,
Right.
and whether or not the weather lined up with the dream they had. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like, it's not necessarily a religion, but spirituality has become an offshoot of religion, and people who are anti-religion, so to speak, love to also be like, oh, I don't believe in like any kind of religion. I think it's kind of nonsensical, and all of them are bigoted and come from hateful places, and they kill people and they stab them.
Right.
But I also worship giant balls of plasma in the sky that tell me how my day is gonna go. And like, if I drop this rock, that means I'm gonna have a bad day. And yeah, if I see a certain animal flying overhead, like it means something.
Listen,
Like, how is that not the same thing?
ladies and jerks, let it be known that here at Twitch.tv, we would like to remind you that even the godless end up worshiping something.
Yeah.
And like people build shrines all the time, not just shrine builders. So we hope that you can find some sort of semblance of mental clarity and not be caught up in the dogmatic running in circles that people tend to have when it comes to believing in something that is beyond meat space or not.
I just love when those people like try to play it off as non-religious, spiritual. I also love that the people who have turned it into a career, like life coaching.
Oh, there are people on Twitter who fucking charge for tarot readings and shit like that. It's
So, like,
fucking gay-tarded.
The fact that
Yeah, that's right, gay-tarded.
people fell into that, like they slipped on it hard enough, being like, oh, I'm not like a religious person. The same approach to that, scientifically speaking, can be applied. Like, you can't prove any of this actually works, right? And I technically can't disprove that it does work, or
Right.
does or does not. Neither of us can do anything with this. You have faith that it works. It's basically placebo. Which I've heard people being like, well, if it works, though, the placebo's a good thing, right?
Well, then you end up in this frustrating argument of mind over matter if you're
That,
just
that
getting a placebo.
That's right. And that's where I'm like, technically, all placebos are just mind over matter. I don't care if it comes from a scientific place, or it comes from a spiritual place, or a religious place, or someone says something to you and you trust them enough that you're like, yeah, you're right. And now you've changed your mental state, and by processes of changing your mental state, you're like your neuroreceptors are firing differently, and your body starts to adjust chemicals in your brain because you've convinced yourself of something. And then they're like, yeah, but it's good that like I think that this rock makes me happy, right? No, you dumb piece of shit. You're making you happy and then deflecting it onto the stupid fucking rock. If you could just realize that you're the one making you happy, you could just be happy.
I think what Monoxis is trying to
You don't need
convey.
the stupid fucking rock.
I think what Monoxis is trying to convey is that you should close your eyes and seize it, clench your fist and beat it, light your torch and burn it, and be the beast you worship. I think that's what Monoxis
Yeah,
is trying
I
to
mean,
convey here.
That's the closest I've heard in words in a song where I was like, that's pretty good.
That's like it sounds like how it feels.
Yeah, except again, people will deflect their judgment and their reasoning and their feelings onto an object or a premise or a concept because it makes it easier.
Not just deflect it, but outsource it entirely.
Yes, entirely.
Like it's fucking bananas. All right.
I had a bad day with a person that I know. You know what? It couldn't be because that person was having a bad day, or I had some kind of issue because I didn't eat properly or sleep properly, or I haven't been exercising, or like I've been up in my own head, so like I'm having a constant feedback loop of negative thoughts, which is making me a negative person. You know what? The fucking stars were out of alignment. That's what happened.
And of course, because he's an Aries with the rising asparagus, because when he was totally a dick, and I responded this way, because I'm a Pisces over, yada yada. That's why. That's why.
I woke up a half hour late, and when I got out of bed, I got up, and I used the wrong foot to get up. So when I went into the bathroom, I turned the water the wrong way, and it was too cold. I took that as a sign that today was going to be bad.
Yo, what's up with women telling dudes to go to therapy, but they have an obsession with serial killers and true crime podcasts?
I don't understand the obsession with therapy in general, only because
like if therapy was fail safe and foolproof, then like that go to therapy argument would be flawless, but like it's not.
That aside, which I agree, it's not foolproof. Some people go to therapy and get nothing. Like therapy is meant for
some people go to therapy and get less than nothing.
I feel like therapy is meant to like
to fucking poison in my eyes.
Meant to be for people with actual issues like proper trauma and proper experiences that they need to work through. You know, like you watch somebody die and now you have to get over that, or like you were beaten viciously as a child and that still haunts you to this day. Like you have an actual chemical imbalance and it makes it hard for you to communicate with people, so you need someone to be like a vessel for your words.
But you suffered brain damage as a child, and that rewired your biomechanics of how you respond to things, and now you disassociate when you don't mean to.
Yes, but not for people who are like, all right, therapist, here's the thing, I want to be a piece of shit, but everyone keeps telling me being a piece of shit makes me a piece of shit. Should I be a piece of shit? And the therapist is like, well, you know, if you're a piece of shit, but you enjoy doing it, are you really a piece of shit? And then the rest of society is like, yes, they are. And the therapist is like, yeah, but you gotta do you, right?
Right.
No, fuck you. Like, don't go to therapy to validate your own opinions or to figure out a way to work around your poor decision making.
Shout outs to any woman who's ever called therapy like majoring in yourself.
Oh, I mean, is that a thing?
Yeah, that is a phrase I've heard touted along the second half
also,
of the 2010s.
Fuck you, Machina. It is a cool looking rock. Who cares if the rock looks cool? It doesn't have any actual spiritual purpose. It's a rock. If rocks were magic and could fix things, my god, do you know what we could do with rocks? If I could hand somebody a stone and be like, and now your mood is altered. Like,
or imagine if you could hand somebody like a stone of power and be like, bro, you're going to fucking Reno tomorrow and you're just going to play fucking crazy ass hands of poker.
Yeah.
Here is a stone of fortuna. And now this guy's going to turn into this like montage of like Elvis going dun, 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 in Viva Las Vegas, and close-ups of like sweaty Monoxis kicking high-end escorts out of his hotel and waking up at like fucking 5 p.m., stuffing his face with bacon and eggs, getting a workout, and then 8 p.m., Viva Las Vegas, and now he's in like a foam party somewhere in Ibiza. Like that's what happens, all right?
Here's the thing too, because I'll like, on the record, I have things like items that I feel are like lucky. You know what I mean? Realistically, I understand that's not how that works.
But they're power objects.
But there's something that helps me relax. So it's a lucky charm.
Because it has accumulated psychic residue.
More that, like, let's say I'm in like a job interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a thing that I bring with me on a job interview. It was gifted to me during some harder times, and it was just a reminder of something. It's literally words and an image, and it's like, okay, like this is like it was there to just be a physical reminder of things.
Can I ask you what it is?
Yes. So it's a quote from Doctor Who. There's an episode where this fucking alien creature, like it's the last of its kind, whatever, and then like the Doctor figures out like whatever, no, it isn't, and basically it just tells him like you're not alone. So like this thing that thinks it's by itself in the universe, he's like, no, you're not. So it's a picture of that thing. The other side says you're not alone. So like I had a death in my family, you're aware of it, and that was like okay, because you're gonna have days where you feel like shit, and here's a reminder of like physically reminding you you are not alone. So I go on a job interview, I'll bring that with me. Hey, who is this?
El primo.
Bad
Thank you for joining us to suffer. Gracias por tu consideración. Amidst discussion, we'll get to you, Twitch chat. Hold your fucking pants.
So that was a thing I'll bring with me. I know it doesn't do anything, but when I'm nervous, it's a reminder that like there are people out there that care.
That means it's not doing nothing.
And it's a thing that, but hold on a spiritual level, I mean. Because there are people out there who would go, it gives you good energy. No, what it does is it gives me something to play with my hands to get rid of my physical anxiety, while also reminding me that, like, I've been through harder times.
Oh, the unwired energy.
And then, like, I've been through worse, calm the fuck down, this is just a job interview. Or, I've been through worse, relax, you're just meeting somebody's friends. Like, it's not a hard, like, you're stressing for nothing. Because remember when you got this? Things were much, much worse then.
Right.
So rather than be like, no, it contains magic.
Like,
I'm like,
because it was like, you were in the 7th layer of hell. Like, this is nothing to you.
Yes, and this was a gift to be like, no, you're going to get through this. So when I'm like, I got to go deal with people and social anxiety is a thing, grab that, hold it, and be like, that's right, this is nothing. This is no worse than the times I've been.
I would argue it's a power object that has accumulated psychic residue.
Fine, but my point is, there are people who will lean on that kind of object, right? And they'll be like, no, this gives me the ability to do something.
It is?
No, it doesn't. I give me the ability to do it. This is just a reminder that I'm capable.
But now herein lies the argument of where the power of belief in affecting things directly in the meat space of around you.
It's up here.
Okay, so
it's not all this shit. It's not around you somewhere. It's not beaming down on you.
Look at fucking Marcus Aurelius over here. All right.
Ain't nothing coming down from the star to you to be like, hey, you got this. There's no fucking
it's you and only
there's
you.
no fourth planar being hovering behind you as you're like stand just being like hanging out over your back.
So listen,
patting you down and being like, don't worry, you got. There's no fucking metaphysical being. It's you.
Is this guy gonna try to pitch to me that one part in Watchmen where like Rorschach is all like, it's us and only us?
But yeah, Machina, I do have a stone of good luck technically.
All right, so it is a power object with psychic residue. All right, so let's get the chat. And I'm very sorry, but I know you're not scrolling up. But a real hero, thank you for chiming on in. He goes, but yeah, therapy for men is really just telling you to stop being a faggot and to go out. You're not wrong, but like we can get to that in a little bit. Lopen goes, don't you have a stone of good luck? So you see, it doesn't do anything on a spiritual level. Lopen, thank you for opening up that avenue of fucking a lawyer speak dialectics at a 3.5 DMD. He knows what the fuck he's doing. So ACTG music, thank you.
Don't humor him. It only makes him stronger, much like Ohio.
Listen,
don't.
You can't do anything about Lopen.
I'm just saying, don't humor him.
Birds fly, grass grows, fish swim, and he'll deny people shotgun in a car because he can and he will. Kool-Aider goes, there's a pretty cool rock called uranium, but that's pretty cool stuff when you hold it for a while.
That's different. That's
Milsurp goes, men will learn everything about Roman antiquity before going to therapy. Men will learn everything, including like the honor of the Roman fucking outfit and necessary, what was it? Okay, TLDR. I know I've told the story on the fucking stream before, but check this out. So Hadrian was one of the greatest.
Version.
All right, Hadrian was
like,
okay,
5 sentences.
Oh no, I need 10.
You need bullet points.
I need 10. Okay, 10 bullet points, okay? All right. Hadrian, greatest emperor, public works, human life go up. Hadrian, completely fucking bloodthirsty on the negotiating table to keep this intact. Hadrian sends best lieutenant to deal with a Gaul prince who was fucking everything up. Gaul Prince fucking everything up, does everything from boulders to paying off entire towns to distract them, fight him, misdirect him, spread rumors, and do whatever they can to stop the Romans from coming. Gaul Prince is getting them, and it's getting fucking ugly. Lieutenant gets backup, catches him in the river. Lieutenant takes off the helmet and the sash and the customary armor and the uniform and goes into the river. Gets him and brings his head back, and everyone comes back to Rome happy, jolly, happy-go-lucky. Kumbaya, my lord. Like at the end of
no stretching.
All right.
No stretching.
All right, no stretching.
10 bullet points.
All right. Like at the end of Full Metal Jacket when they sing, like, the MSEKYM. All right. So they get back to Rome, and Hadrian is like, you took your shit off when you fought him, so you have to do a lap of shame. So to keep everything, all the public works and the all the value of life that had went up under Hadrian, he kept a strict rule under these fucking, like, all right. So.
See, he's
all right. Fine.
easy to retell. You don't gotta go through the whole story.
So Lopan will find some sort of fucking 3.5 wizard lawyer meeting of the sorcerers in the back of the fucking Sopranos pork store of magicians and necromancers and skeletons playing dice.
There's no such thing as luck.
You have to be careful. There's fortuna, but there's not luck.
I'm saying there's no such thing as luck.
I beg to differ, but you're the one playing hands of poker in fucking Reno and not me. Kool-Aid goes to El Primo. I'm just a country boy who don't know much, but what I do know is that no one can survive the Roy Kirby combo.
Something about his amiibos that he's been training.
Well, have you seen what this unfolds in chat? Hoopa goes, I gotta say, I'm actually pro-therapy. I'm curious as to why. Maybe therapy is different in Mother Crusher. Real Hero goes, I don't know, man. Therapy is just paying someone to be your friend only to encourage you to make friends and relationships. I think it benefits people that actually really need it. But then, like, honestly, in all due respect, I've gained more of, like, hanging out and just fucking talking to Monoxus and, like, hitting my head against the wall and spilling forth the contents. And he's like, yeah, because your mental default is because of your emotional default on X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, yeah, that's a really good point. And, like, therapy never gave me that. So, like, maybe I lucked out.
You know what's been better for me therapy-wise? So I've done therapy, didn't like it, didn't like the therapist. I feel like I get more out of going to other people who are in therapy and sitting down and talking them through their problems, almost a la like a therapy session, except right. Like, you know what a running trend is for me? People who go to therapy don't have an out of therapy option, which I find fascinating. That, like, the idea is you're here to work through your problems.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah. You're here to work through your problems and better yourself, right? That's the idea of therapy.
Ideally.
At its core. You're meeting with somebody to talk through something, whether it be like a past experience, an emotional problem, a mental issue, but you're here to try and better yourself, right? Mm-hmm. So would not the end game of therapy be to leave therapy? To work through the issue, mm-hmm. to find a new stance and find a new outlook and new coping mechanisms and new tools, whatever the thing is, and then get out. Much like going to a doctor for an ailment, the goal
ideally
is to stop seeing the doctor.
But through the therapist, you are able to actualize yourself and process that goal through the therapist, as opposed through your own volition and closing your eyes and seizing it and clenching your fist and beating it and lighting and torture, burning it. So you are the.
So then you don't need a therapist, right?
Yeah.
I have found it fascinating that a lot of people I know that do go to therapy have not left therapy and continue to need the therapy, which only continues to enforce the idea that the therapist is not giving you tools to adequately deal with the kind of problems that you have, but instead going, keep giving me the money and the problems, and I'm never actually going to help you or make you deal with yourself better or make you a better person, because give money.
Gibbs monies, please.
Now, I have an insight into this from the world of personal training, because I know trainers who purposely don't train properly or efficiently, because the longer it takes you to reach your goals, the more money they get. So it is part of that field of, like, that school of thought.
Okay.
I am giving you a service, so I'm
you here at Twitch.
Minimum.
You here at twitch.tv/Monoxus can respect the grift. And even fucking gyms from sea to shining sea, there are people trying to milk the fucking personal trainer teat for all of its worth, and then get the succulent cream on the top.
See, we're like a real human being, like I said. My psychologist ended things because he didn't believe I needed him anymore. That should be the end goal. That should be the point. Do you know how many people I've met who like started therapy years and years and years and years and years ago?
Yeah.
Still fucking in therapy. And I will sit down with them sometimes and hang out and talk and be like, so how are things? Let's talk about it. And I've had conversations where they feel like they've gained more bouncing things off of me because the therapist is trying to talk them through it. Or sometimes I'll be like, do you think maybe all of this trauma that you're holding on to is the reason why you're still in therapy? Because instead of letting this shit go and moving on, you're just talking about it over and over and over and over.
Maybe because subconsciously you want some sort of explanation, but there isn't. It's just the gaping void of existing in meat space. So
and you have to just deal with it.
And you have to climb over that wall so you can continue moving forward.
Yeah, unless of course your therapist is just constantly dealing with your micro issues, like your day-to-day problems, like how stressful work is and how relationships aren't going well.
Oh,
or
but
whatever.
I mean,
but
that's because people are
therapist?
soft. But that's because people are soft.
But like, you need a therapist for that? No, you don't. You need a Twitch channel.
No, think of how many. Right, like think of how many fucking. Hey, chat. No, listen. Let's be real here. How many of you people like your fucking job? Like, I could deal with my job, but I don't like my job. But I could deal with my job because it helps me facilitate to do the things I want to do when I'm done doing the things I need to do. And very few places can offer that kind of, not quite bend over backwards houring, but, as long as no one gets a hand in the mail wrapped in newspaper.
I both love and hate my job.
As long as no one is on fire or held hostage or no one gets a fucking, pinky with a ring on it.
You know what was the best job I ever had? Being in quarantine. That was an awesome job.
ACTG Music goes, I love my job, unemployment. All right, this fucking guy.
No, I respect that.
Kool-Aider goes, I love my job. Kool-Aider, what exactly do you do? Because I don't believe you are in the Florida Man Intercontinental Championship fighting circuit at the time. I'd like to know. Tampage goes, next year they're coming out with Therapy 2. Therapy 2.
I know we didn't jump into this thing. We were going to
Tampage, write that down. Fuck you. Give me a writing utensil.
I left it in your book.
Thank you.
Because, chat, if you didn't notice, the themes for this week's stream are very specific. We need your help.
Yeah.
We'll get to it in a little bit, but we need your help. I was going to say, we didn't intend to talk about therapy in this, but I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I always come to the same conclusion of like, oh, you already said it. It's because they're weak. Why are so many people capable of handling their shit? And there are people who go through horrible, nightmarish, just like terrible like existences and not once feel the need to like go to therapy. And then there are people who like they stub their toe every morning and they justify therapy. Like,
think of people
what is it about human biology? I don't like.
Think of people who come from the third world to the United States of America and see things like killing fields, global despots, like child slavery.
Yeah.
Think of all of the ills and the horrendous things that we take for granted for the freedoms that we have here.
Also, now imagine that you are raised and shown that that is supposed to be normal.
And that there is no value to life. And that there is no... It is simply a means to barter.
This is an okay thing to do.
Right. So, on top of this, you flee. And then you get to a corner of the world that goes, no, that is crazy. What are you talking about? And, like, those people don't go to therapy.
No.
Is all I'm saying.
They go to work and they raise families.
And they fucking work like 3 jobs and 90 hours a week.
And they have like a partner and children and their parents and their cousins, and they find meaning. And some of them, they go and become religious, and like, I'll fight you that that's not the right way to do it. But if that's your version of therapy, I guess, go for it.
No. I'm glad you bring this up, because I hate to go at bat for religion just for the sake of like belief in something beyond meat space. But one can argue that, I mean, other than like the Muslim faith, I'm really not sure how this works though, because like then you get like fucking immigrants from other parts of the world, but if they're Muslim, then they go to the mosque, and then they go to the mosque, and then things happen, and then anyways, so the point is, I retract my argument. Never mind.
Miscellaneous things. I mean, like, I get therapeutic experiences. That I'll stand for.
Real quickly, Thupa Thiba goes, "Tell me about your issues." Crosses hands.
Yeah, I hate that shit. No.
Levante los manos. El primo, gracias por mirando aquí. A real hero goes, yeah, more Mexicans have been getting back to Mexico than leaving every year. All right, because we live in mumbo jumbo times. We don't got tolerance for this bullshit. Well, I hope things are fine up in the frozen barrens of the north of Canada. All right. I'll get to Canada in a little bit. Just remind me, a real hero, a real human being. You remind me to bring up Canada at a later point in time in this stream. It's important. Say Vietnam, Canada, and then I'll run my mouth.
Didn't we talk enough about Canada when we were on Hipstar stream?
No, we did not, because there's something I didn't get. Now he fucking opened up the other tab. All right.
I'm just making sure it works.
Hey, can you put the tab in the background?
Yeah, technically.
How about that?
Is that what you want to do?
Just for like a few minutes.
Yeah, how come this site has cookies?
Well, because they're fucking like click button thingy-mabobs there where people put in their fucking credit card information for items to purchase. Alright, I'm just saying. What do you want? What do you want from me? I'm trying to set this thing up. You could cue the sports blooper music now. Attaboy. There you go.
Is that what you want?
Yes. Well, get the fucking epilepsy-inducing thing away. No, get it away!
No, you don't want that in the background?
I would really not like that in the background. Please, have some fucking mercy. All right.
Well, here's the thing, though. I can just scroll and put it behind me.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not even gonna look at it. Just let me know when he's done.
Are you okay? You don't want that behind you the whole time?
No, I'm good. All right. Watch some stealth. All right, fine. Thank God.
It's still on the screen over here.
All right. So, ladies and jerks, I deactivated from Twitter. You know, I was working on some. Just go to Queens.
It may or may not be the thing that was posted.
QueensTrash.com.
That might be the reason why he wasn't on fucking Twitter for like the past couple of days.
So,
we may or may not have been taking pictures so that there's going to be a shop soon.
yes. And finally, we can have this thing moving off the ground.
Yeah.
All right. So, he's
dead.
Listen, I saw that a P. Diddy tribute to El Blue Demon on Twitter. What are you talking about?
Yeah, call him out. Call him out. Anyway, do you want to? Should we jump into shirts? Is that a thing we should do?
Let me just adjust the rest of Twitch chat before we do this. All right. So listen, El Primo, how much longer do you have at the beverage barn before you are free of the shackles of employment? Thupa goes, draw me like one of those fruit-filled bows, you crazy bastard. I have zero drawing skills and even less Photoshop skills, so I do everything in MS Paint.
You don't use GIMP?
No, because I'm gay-tarded and live under a rock.
Yeah, but GIMP is free Photoshop.
I don't even have time to look into new things. I'm already trapped in the figure eights of my mind.
All right, I'm just saying. GIMP's got options.
That's how that happens. All right. So, Kool-Aid goes, El Primo Mojado. All right. Piso Mojado. Oh, ew, really? El Primo goes, no one survives the Roy, but you have yet to meet the unstoppable Buff Puff. Listen, Cars and Women magazine. If you're not buying it, you have to tell Mars why you hate America. Tampage goes, the Middle East has Hammurabi Code. Canada has the Golden Rule. You know, once upon a time, I would wish that Canada was this, like, a peaceful, unperturbed country.
Remember when all the left was going to move to Canada? Remember when that was a thing?
You know, all right.
Remember when they went to Texas instead?
You know,
That played out well.
that's it. It's bizarre. Oh,
And then Texas
boy.
was like, no abortion.
I am a little disappointed in why we are not allowed to discuss Fidel Castro's bastard son running Canada.
You're allowed to discuss it, but much like anything without proof, it loses all traction when you have no evidence.
I'm just saying.
Like, you could make one of those, like, what is it, the little pundit squares,
Mhm.
like, for genetics.
Why does he look so much more like Fidel Castro than his father?
Okay, so, like, you could make a pundit square and be like, listen, based on the, like, this purely visual aspect, I have justification for believing this, right? And then from a medical background and the paperwork, like, it doesn't matter how much evidence you have.
Yeah, but Mrs. Trudeau kind of, like, you know, You know, she was like the neighborhood bicycle in the international community.
Except that is presumed, and there is no evidence.
There's a picture of her with no undies where like Castro was around.
There is no evidence.
All right.
So I'm just saying, like, at least here in the U.S., in a court of law,
Wearing a skirt too. I mean, no one fucking Big Papa Fidel is just being like blah, 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 capitalism
you would
and
have,
making eyes with Mrs. Trudeau at the other end of the room.
in a courtroom, you'd have no case.
When the fuck did you become a fucking honorable Ed Lowlington of Internet Court?
I'm just saying.
I mean, after all, he is Monoxus Esquire,
I
who
get-
represents me in Internet Court.
I
I'm
get-
curious where he's going with this.
I get where you're coming from,
Mhm.
and if you had anything, like if Fidel had written somewhere in a memoir, like, and then I fucked that bitch, it'd be like, at least there's something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because there's nothing but like, that's like, I go to a bar, I sit next to a woman I don't know. While we're there, I'm like, hey, how are you? And she's like, oh, hey. And I'm just like, all right. Because wherever you're sitting next to me, and like, we're making nice. And then a few hours later, I'm having drinks with someone that I'm there with, and like, oh, we bump you, oh, whatever, let me buy another drink. And then like, and then nothing happens, right?
Right.
And I leave. And then as I walk out, someone's like, hey, what's up? You got her number, right? She was like really into you. And it's like, I had 2 minor interactions with her, and nothing happened. And then someone's like, yo, you fucked her. Like, that's what you're doing.
Because little did you know that he did fuck her and he went into the bathroom with her for 14 minutes and disappeared when no one was watching because everyone was like, hey, shots, and the thing with the phone, and then they fucked up taking the picture and some shenanigans were happening because, you know, NBA on the TV and this guy 14 minutes disappears with fucking like a...
Oh, and
No one notices. No one fucking notices, all
so
right?
then on the other side of this, so this is just playing like your words versus what little evidence you have, right?
Mhm.
Now let's take it to the more scientific aspect. Statistically speaking, just how DNA works, somewhere on the other half of this
All
planet,
right.
there's a dude who looks just like me.
All right.
All right? Somewhere on the other side of the planet who has no relation
You
to me
can quote
whatsoever.
me as stained, I do not believe in DNA, Haynes, wanting to know what this is about.
So, somewhere across the sea,
Mm-hmm.
in a country far, far away,
Danger, not bad. How you doing, homie?
there's a some bitch who looks just like me,
Mhm.
but probably more swarthy and darker skinned. But it would be like a 1-to-1.
Presumably Spanish looking.
But it would be
right?
like a 1-to-1 because genetics, even though they are this like, there are so many combinations, it's unreal. There are still traits that pop up now and then again, and there will be someone you could put next to me and be like, wow, they look really similar. So this just might be a case of that,
Mhm.
where it's like, that dude looks really similar to him. You also just so happen to have an overlap of the other guy crossing paths, so it's like, statistically, there's a higher chance. But this could just be a very, very strange coincidence, and this guy looks a lot like him.
Coincidence.
But without proof,
Okay. You mean like how Justin Trudeau's Fidel Castro's adopted son?
do you have a DNA test?
Get you one by like 3 p.m. Monday.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Trudeau has a DNA test
pretty sure.
or a
And
birth
his-
certificate.
I'm pretty sure in Justin Trudeau's last will and testament, he's got like, you know, and I leave all my fortune to La Libertad de Cuba, which is like the fucking P.O. box is somewhere in Havana, all right?
Even if this is true, Fidel had that shit scrubbed so hard that there is no evidence. Yeah, it's all speculation.
Yo, that dude outlasted so many assassination attempts.
All I'm trying to do is say that you have to
Did you know that?
you have to rest because you're never going to prove that Justin Trudeau is Fidel Castro's bastard son.
Did you know that
Just like you're never going to prove that Chester Bennington was the son of Podesta.
of John Podesta?
It's not going to happen. I know they look alike, but you can't prove
Chat, can you let me know? Do you believe that Chester Bennington is the illegitimate son of John Podesta, or how Justin Trudeau is the illegitimate son of Fidel Castro? Listen,
I don't
listen.
know. I saw it above. I know I saw my name get posted. What did that say? Monoxus, wordman at law? Yeah, wordman, attorney at law.
Oh, we never even gave a shout out. All right, listen. Room cleaning stop. Thank you for doing your part. All right, we hope you catch this in good health and timing.
You just gotta do it.
Diamond Brother, thank you for doing your part.
Real deal J Mill.
Thank you for doing your part.
That's right. Follows her. Oh, we have to. We'll see. We'll play around with the whole
Ad block. Hey, the ad block power minute. All right.
Do you want to do that right now?
Hey, ladies and jerks, we've got you locked in. So this is what we need you to do. We need you to turn ad block off, and we're gonna put a 1-minute ad block. All right. So everyone, do your due diligence. Please turn ad block off. And now twitch.tv/Monoxus, as courtesy of Monoxus, we'll put a 1-minute ad break.
They're not gonna listen.
I don't care if they listen. We must do this. All
I'm
right.
gonna click the button. You heard the man.
Oh, the jazz is steamy. Most ad
Same,
blockers don't work for Twitch anymore.
We're gonna try it.
All right. Are we good?
I don't think so. I think we're probably still live, but that button doesn't do anything.
Oh.
We're gonna pretend.
Pre-roll ads are disabled for 21 minutes. Nope. All right. All right. Thank you, Tampage.
Yeah, we're good. He still sees us. I'm just checking. They gave us a button. The button does nothing.
Therapy too.
Hey, realistically, if that button does nothing but it's still running, God knows how many times I can keep clicking that button. No one's seeing an ad, but maybe it's like running the ad, and then the money, and then the money,
and then the monies,
and then the money.
like the fucking therapists, like and then the monies.
Keep hitting the fucking ad button because it's not cutting us off.
I got an item for sale. It's an item, no ad for me. It's been in my family for 25 years. El Primo, are they trying to sell El Primo family heirlooms back to you on eBay and fucking Twitch ads? What's going on here?
I'm gonna keep clicking that ad button.
All right.
Oh look, no, see, damn.
Oh, it even has like, oh, what's going on here?
I don't know. Apparently, it's got a cooldown.
Okay.
I don't know.
I got another item, which is also an item. You are not specifying what is going on. All right, Kool-Aid, you need to give specifics. Otherwise, you are just like posting into the void in these weird blowfish, Zeppelin, white slavery races of the cross currents of interest and where I can figure out what it is you're trying to say. You're not specifying. It could be any number of things.
If you don't specify, put this back on screen.
You said it's an item.
And now this is on screen. What?
We don't need to see that.
What do you mean?
Well, listen, it is this blinding thing that may or may not induce somebody, like, you know, having a bad time. All right? That's all I'm saying.
Imagine when you see a therapist through Zoom because of the coof and he tells you before that we start the session, you need to turn off ad block. Now, you know what's fucking stupid? People who have to get tested and vaccinated for online work. That's a thing.
That is right. It is all sorts of fantastic. Hey, whoever's in charge of like vaccine mandates,
Are you using the Super Predator page as a background? No.
No, this is Cars and Women magazine, my friend. You go on to queenstrash.com and you could find this among other things. All right. So, listen, whoever is in charge of the vaccine mandates, your mom's a hoe. All right. Just want to let the record state.
Yeah. That would be the government.
Your mom's a hoe.
What was it, the mayor, I think?
De Blasio?
Didn't he have to sign that?
You know what's you know what's really funny about Dill de Blasio? You know what's really funny about Bill de Blasio? Like a number of other politicians in the United States, he doesn't go by his legal name. His legal name is like Wilhelm something.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
But
I didn't know that.
He's the mayor of New York, and he's a weird example of no matter what your politics are, living in New York City, everyone can kind of agree that Bill de Blasio is the worst mayor in the history of anything ever, in terms of producing so little and having so little to show for so much. You know? It happens. And it's with fucking de Blasio, evidently.
That's true.
It's the lowest common denominator bullshit. It's unsafe that when the sun goes down in fucking Manhattan, you have to look both ways before crossing now. Nature is healing.
Yeah, that's fair. The city's back to being alive, somewhat. Except for all those people who are on.
Because we would like to point out to people that here in New York City, we have went from cesspool to Singapore in about 25 years, and we're on the swing back.
Yes, I did paint my nails. There you go.
So, Senora de Blasio. Oh no, 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 no. But this guy had the fucking nerve to be like, "Hey, if you got vaccinated, you get a cheeseburger and fries." Because it happened, and it was really weird and gross and unnecessary, and I didn't have to see that on New York One.
It was also more like get vaccinated or you can't fucking do anything.
I really didn't need to see that on New York One.
Are you still watching the news?
New York One gives me the weather on the weather on the ones.
Your phone gives you the weather all the time.
I because sometimes I like to pretend to give a shit as to what's going on in places outside of Astoria.
Okay.
Because like every once in a while there'll be like someone got carjacked here, someone died here, this happened here, here's a cause that's going on. And yes, New York One has its own agenda.
Your phone
And
can do that too, though.
yes, but listen, New York One, of course, like any other thing,
Hey, do you realize
local
that
or not.
this thing right here,
He's giving me trouble for looking at New York One.
this can give you everything New York One does, but you can curate it.
But I could keep it in the background as I make shirts.
Sure.
As I deal with fucking. All right, Captain Difficult. We'll fucking take your route then. All right, fine.
But just get a smartphone and download a bunch of apps.
Is this? Oh, is this like a dumb phone then? Is this a dumb phone?
What is this? I don't know. I don't know what its capabilities are.
Oh, so it's not a smartphone.
I mean, you got Twitter, right? You got Instagram.
Fine, be like that.
You can get alerts. You can get things sent to you. You can get a weather app.
Why do people keep replying on fucking Instagram going like promoted on blank and they just tell them no?
Because they want you to promote your thing.
No.
Get vaccinated. Get free big gay ice cream courtesy of Mike Bloomberg. That would make sense.
Hey,
See? Even like Machina, you could watch New York One on your smartphone.
this is. Stop. All right, fine. Now I see what Monoxis is warning about.
Oh,
Fucking
now.
low pen.
Now. Now we're not going to play ball with them.
Look, you lawful evil son of a bitch! That's not how it's supposed to work. Lopan confirmed to be lawful evil.
Alright, you want to talk about this commercial?
All right.
Hmm.
So we have to make a commercial so we can sell shirts.
Yes. I guess the general pitch would be shoppily made daytime public access, but from like I guess like the 80s is the vibe we're going for.
It's gonna have to be trashy in its presentation, but for example, it'll be like, "Hey, do you have a torso? Yeah, you know you can put it on what shirts? Shirts."
And then the word shirts just floats across the screen as someone goes shirts, and then like super close up. Hey, I don't have anything to wear on my body. Super close up. You need a shirt? Yeah, shirts.
Shirts can help defend against knife attacks, and then it cuts to Monoxis going, "Ah, it's so cold!" Shirts.
Shirts do not protect against knife attacks.
And on the bottom it goes. So please, help us flesh this thing out, because we need something to put on the site, and we know that you ladies and jerks often come up with the heat even when nothing is on the line.
I mean, even more of them, like facing away, turn around. Are you cold? No. Hot? Yes. Shirts. Shirts.
In my mind's eye, I picture Monoxis and I standing there, and Monoxis is holding up a shirt like this,
Okay.
and we're talking, and just in the background you hear industrial noise for a couple of seconds, and then eventually you and I turn to the camera and go, shirts.
Shirts.
So
So that's what we're working with. We have a couple of ideas ourselves. I think we're aiming for 2 minutes, right? That's the...
I would like personally a minute and a half.
I was saying 2 and under is fine.
Okay. Okay.
But we have to get these bits. You know what I mean? Like, and they got to just go.
And I really, and other than the are you earning money in knife fights in El Salvador? Then wear this shirt, and you could like fucking like take 2 stabs more than extra, and it's like shirt. No, on the bottom. No, seriously, shirt will not help defend against knife attacks.
Thank
Sure.
you, Miller, sir. This is what we're talking about. You can throw all those ideas out. Anything that really
Afraid of
sticks.
rabbit wheels. All right.
And we're gonna look at all these. We're gonna compile them, and we're gonna see which ones really stick. And to be fair, we're not making this by ourselves. There's
All right.
other people working on this.
Yes.
I also don't think I don't know how you feel about this. What would you think about submissions?
That would be great, actually.
Right? If you
All
can-
right.
if you could think of something that you would like to put in there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like a nice way of playing with that formula, just knowing that you're going to get cut off with the word shirts. Shirts.
Eventually,
Double feed.
you're going to see the text shirts, but it's going to be cameraman writing it like at the end of Doctor Strangelove, like shirts.
Yes. That's one I got to do as well. We should write all this down. We're brainstorming the idea for the commercial. So that's why the topics today are the shirts themselves,
Mm-hmm.
commercials, which that's direct, crowdsourcing, which is you guys, and teamwork, which is everyone, I think, right? That's where we're going to play this out.
So all of our fucking tags came true in the middle, all right?
See, I like that. Sir? Sir?
Sir?
Sir!
Shirts. Yes. Deal. Deal.
Just not paying attention. I do like the knife one. I do like the getting stabbed version of it.
I'm just gonna write knife.
I just okay.
That's it. I'm just going to write knife. All right,
Okay, knife. Just getting knifed while wearing a shirt.
sir, sir, sir. Low pen.
Also, when the hell do we have to have this shirt thing done by? We want to put it on the webpage, right? That's the plan?
Well, the sooner the better. Although the site is up, we just have to give A of the H the pictures to put the white and the black and the decision and the pick and the ship and the sending and the PayPal and then the what have you. And that is what I've been working on, which is why I deactivated it. All right. So, knife. That's I'm
Knife's non-negotiable.
no. I'm just putting knife.
Yeah. And of course, pretty standard ones, you know?
Okay. So.
I think we've talked about a couple of these, the floating around the edges.
Oh wait. Afraid of rabid weasels.
Well, it's very specific. It's about ripping your nipples off.
Then what is he supposed to do?
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm more of a fan of the minimalist aspect.
In spite of living, okay,
We're gonna need a rabid weasel graphic
I am going to assume
or a person in a weasel costume.
I am going to assume Milsurp lives in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
So Milsurp,
Cool. Later. Here's the deal. We're talking about a commercial we're gonna make to sell shirts, and the theme is poorly made commercial. I think
All right.
is the gist of it.
now hang on. Now Milsurp is trying to fucking outrun this nonsense, all right? And chances are
Junior had one too, but it's a little out there.
he's gonna have to deal with weasels if he's running shirtless a la Rambo, all right?
Could be like a stuffed like weasel. It's got a separate thing.
Shirts. That's it.
I kind of want one where like
of rabid
it's one of us sitting there with like a drink and a cigarette, right? And we're wearing the shirt, and there's just like a woman, just like yelling. You know what I mean? And like the lights just fading from the room, and you just can't hear her, and it's just like incoherent, like and it's just like shirts.
Just sulking in
It's like-
terror with the shirt. Yes.
And just zoom on the shirt the whole time, but like
What would you title that?
I think
No. Give it a title
I
so
don't-
you could recall it. What? Sulk and share, drink, woman disappoint shirts?
sure.
What do you? Oh, fine. Sulk
Whatever's gonna help you remember
in
that.
chair.
And we don't gotta do that one. We can give that to someone else to do. But I think that's an option on the table.
Disappoint with drink in hand.
I also like what was the one we were talking about?
Hold on. Woman shirts.
Whatever. Yeah, kind of like that, Ghoulator. And it's gonna be a lot of cutaways to different reasons why you should get a shirt. Like I think after the stabbing bit, right? Like cleaning up a mess.
Mm-hmm. So sulk and share, disappoint with drink in hand.
Yeah.
Shirts.
That's how you want to go for it.
Okay.
And then after the knife bit, right?
Uh-huh. Which is non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. Need to clean up a mess, and it's just like the person who was stabbed on the floor.
You just feel like a hand reach out with the shirt.
Just to soak up the blood on the floor.
So hold on.
Shirts.
I'm gonna asterisk this and then go clean up the mess.
Crazy Hayes T-shirt Emporium warehouse commercial. Exactly. Now you're getting it.
See, clean up the mess, and you just like just trying to dab him.
Oh
And
no, no. Whoever's stabbed is just there, and there's just blood, and it's like, let's just clean this blood up.
Shirts. That's right, Kool-Aider. You know exactly what we need in these trying times.
But yes, that was. I mean, that's a that's a good way of explaining it. The price is so low, you'd think he'd have late stage syphilis. I don't know if that's gonna make it in, but you can write it down. You're more than welcome to.
Okay. No, because he's trying to imply I'm fucking Al Capone, and late-stage syphilis is your mind eating away at
I'm
itself.
well aware.
This fucking guy.
I'm well aware. When I was young, I was hanging around with some friends. There were these ditches backwards at the end of the cul-de-sac, and one of them had to take a dump, so he took off his shirt and used it to wipe. See, we're not off base here. Plausible to be like, these shirts for cleaning. So like, that's what we need. What other things could you use a shirt?
I would like more dramatic readings of Monoxus reading Twitch chat, which brings joy to the hearts of more than just me, I'd like to imagine.
Could we do one where, like, all right, how do we frame this, all right? All right, so you know sometimes when you're trying to surprise somebody, you, like, blindfold them, right? So I want to frame it as if it was that, but the video format is just a straight-up kidnapping. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, so how do we verbally, like, surprise your friends? And then it's with a shirt. Like,
And I think it would be really funny if just a quick cut, only for just like less than a second. Like, shirt over, there's like an idling vehicle, and you're being rushed camera-wise, and then quiet driving.
yes.
More quiet driving. And then you're in this desolate, wind-blowing field. Shirts. Like,
Someone tied to a chair with a shirt on their face. Shirts.
imagine.
But see, this is what I'm saying. What are we?
Imagine someone is tied down to a shirt, and Monoxus has like a pair of pliers, and he's like, "Where's the fucking money?" Shirts. Like, can we have that? Yes.
This is not going to be a 2-minute video.
There's no way.
There's no way. There you go. Surprise your friends. Cut to a guy being led to a trunk. Like throwing someone in the trunk of a car. And the back of the car is just full of boxes of shirts.
Okay.
Shirts.
Okay, now hang on.
Thank you, Milsert Mephistopheles. That's what I'm talking about.
Surprise your friends. Because what makes it work is an open trunk. Like, it's just standing out there, and he's all like, "Oh yeah, so you know my favorite album is immediately stuffed and closed."
Yeah.
And then just cut to like silence, and they're just like listening to music as they're driving, like as you're like, help.
The trick is to do it without actually putting hands on the guy. Infer by the open trunk, a set of handcuffs and blackjack. Oh, okay, we can do that.
Okay. Ooh.
Make it more insidious.
Hold on.
Could we possibly do a bartering bit?
How does that work?
I would honestly like to go to a deli and try and have one of us sit down with a deli, like a cashier, and put like a tall boy on the counter. And when he's like, you know, it's $3, be like, "How about I give you a shirt?" And we do it until we do it until we get someone to be like, "Okay," and we just film an interaction. And if we get someone to be like, "That for that," yes,
Shirts.
deal, shirts.
Okay, but would we be in mask?
Of course.
But I think people would be fucking terrified to death if we just showed up in mask and did it.
They could just talk to them beforehand. We could stage it.
I'm just saying. They would be fucking mortified.
I mean, they would see us in masks and a camera. Like, clearly there's something happening.
Okay, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Just saying. I'm just trying to spitball here because that was part of what we're doing today.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
We're gonna get this together.
Hold on.
We can give that one to the boys.
How about this? Bodega.
Bodega.
Shirts. Barter.
Bartering. There you go. Mentos style commercial where your shirt keeps you from being beheaded by a cartel member with a chainsaw. That is a very, very high end budget. I like the idea.
Look, mister, I just watched Scarface for the 17th time today.
Chainsaws are expensive, and we're making a cheap commercial.
Not 17 times in a row. I just mean like the 17th time you've watched Scarface.
I do like Mentos style commercial though. We could rip off the Mentos like.
You know, the Mentos commercials always struck me as odd because even back in the day, as a child who knew nothing, I would argue that like the white people in those commercials looked different than white people in America, so I always wondered if it was like filmed in a different fucking country.
You know, like Swedish or something.
Well, they were like Dutch, I think.
Alright, so.
And then it turns out they were, and I was fucking validated, and these things happen. You too can tap into the nether of understanding and knowing by trusting in your, whatever you want to call it, like crazy cop punch,
Real cartel uses a
intuition.
machete. Budget fear. I'm pretty sure we have access to a machete. If I remember correctly, someone we know
I
owns a machete.
listen, all we have to do is fucking bribe the right fucking Brazilian PMC and we can get a machete.
I'm pretty
Right?
sure we can get a machete.
I'm pretty sure we can.
So, but how would we do that?
Shirts.
Well, here's the thing, though. I feel like protecting us from the beheading strays away from the theme of the shirt will not protect you.
Right, because then we'd have to put a severed cameraman head, like,
Yeah.
on the floor. Shirts.
Maybe we could still use the idea, like a cartel.
How about
machete
how about
sequence.
how about we behead cameraman and force him to respawn in the closet again?
We can't film that.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, I just don't think we should.
Okay.
How about this?
You
Meet me,
say
in,
so.
meet me in the middle. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of it being a survive the cartel beheading, maybe something along the lines of behead someone with confidence with a shirt. What do you think?
All right, I'll give it a try.
Behead someone in style.
Yes. All right. Behead someone in style.
Shirts. What do you guys think? I think that's a. So you guys make an advert for a cartel murder video? Wouldn't be surprised at either. We're making a commercial to sell shirts, but we're taking all submissions. But the theme is essentially like 10 to 15-second blurb where it's like something the shirt either does do, even if it's extreme, or physically can't do, and then followed up by like a graphic of shirts.
So, Stylish Hobocat, thank you for chiming on in. So, for example, this is non-negotiable for Monoxus. At some point, it's going to be like, do you need help in knife fights? These shirts would help defend against knife fights. And then cut to like...
I think even simpler. Defending against attackers. And it's like someone in a shirt and a guy with a knife. And then like, as he swings, like,
and he's like,
cut away.
And he's like, it's so cold.
And then cut to the person being stabbed. And then it's like, as they bleed. And then it's like, shirts will not protect you from attackers.
All right. Later on, you have to clean up the mess of the shirts.
So it's like, clean up a mess.
So it'll be like with the shirt.
Like, no. Next
Shirts.
to him, soaking up the blood on the floor. As the person is there. Shirts. Now, those are some of the more dark ideas. There are some that aren't dark.
So,
like,
we're
I think the idea is it's going to start off a little more,
well, more traditional. Like, hey, do you have a torso? Yeah, you got to cover it up with what? Shirts.
Yes. Is it cold outside? Wear a shirt. Shirts.
Hey, are you eating spaghetti in bed? You know what helps protect you against that? If it's really hot and out the oven, shirts. And then eventually it starts.
Do you like wearing shirts? Yes,
shirts. So, everyone, listen. Unless you're wearing a toga, you're wearing a shirt. Shirts. So, that is what we're dealing with.
Yeah. So they don't all have to be these dark, murdery. Like, I like those because I think they're funny, but it could be anywhere from just something baseline and silly.
Well, Milsurf, what is it are you trying to angle at? Is it going to be like it's yellow on black, so it turns out they think he's in the Latin Kings, so they refuse to kill him at the very last second? Because they're like, we don't need that kind of heat, because listen to the fucking last time. And by sheer tyranny of Fortuna and will. Is that what you're going at, Milsurp? Stylish Hobocat goes, these shirts won't stop you from being beheaded, but you can die in style! Shirts!
That's more ideas. Find long-term solutions to short-term problems. Picture of a shirt tied to a noose. See? Now it's just gonna get super dark.
Yes.
That's all. We're gonna get all the good. But again, I'm cool with these. I think they're great.
They're the best.
I think we have to just balance it. That's all.
Can you please do me a favor?
Is
Please.
it rolling you a cigarette?
Please, rolling us. Can you roll us both cigarettes? How about that, please? For the love of fucking God, I'm trying to write these things down, and it smells like fucking citrus. That's right, because it's Greek.
Wait, which are there multiple papers?
Yes. I'm throwing the papers at you.
Why are there so many papers?
I'm trying to write things down. All right, so hang
There are
on.
too many of these. We do need something that's less fucking vicious.
But you can die in style. Shirts.
I don't mind it. And again, we're taking all submissions. This is going to be a group project, which we're working with
Hey,
other people.
stylish Hobocat, would you be opposed of Monoxus and cameraman huddling together in a corner and they're looking at footage of Chop Chop Square in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and they're at the capital, and that's where people get beheaded. So like a beheading's about to happen, and it's like these shirts will stop you from being beheaded, but you could die in style. Shirts, right before the minute of like beheading. Would you be against that? I'm
Oh
curious.
my god, hold on. Alright, so ACTG music, become Bubba Gump while you pull up a shirt filled with shrimp from the water like a net. I have a better idea, but it's going to cost us some money.
How?
And the phrasing I don't have,
Mhm.
but the image I have.
What is the image?
It is a net being pulled up, and the net is full of shirts.
Okay. Yes.
Alright? Now, how do we make that good?
Shirts.
I'm just like, I like the Bubba Gump idea, and I'm cool with the shirt pulling up the shrimp, but I would like to somehow turn the shirt into the thing that we're pulling
I have
out of
an
the
idea.
water.
How about we have a predetermined thing set of shirts,
Yeah.
but in like a rope, and it's just like floating in the fucking river by the park, and then we could film us in
In
masks.
that, like, pulling up a root vegetable, but like it's a shirt. Live off the land. And it's just a shirts.
A root vegetable?
Like we bury the shirt, and like I guess like we could glue something like a root to it, and it's just like live off the land as your ancestors intended. Pop
Sure.
the shirts
Live off the land.
out of the ground. Yeah, dredging shirts from New York's toxic rivers.
Deal. I would really love to have some sort of rope contraption that is out in the fucking ugly, like, Hellgate's Bridge running water. Where, it'll be you and I in mask. I'm just pulling it in. We're gonna cut it open.
Commit piracy. A net full of shirts.
And it's just like fucking like, like soaked shirts. Thank you. And he rolled it like they're fucking unfiltered Pall Malls. All right. So listen, the net pulled up full of shirts.
I just like the image.
I don't know if you could even see that.
Go home and be a family man, and then it's someone cradling a shirt.
Yeah. Shirts.
I can't wait for it. I just know, I don't even care if any of these make it. I feel like all of them have to be filled. Like,
we
filled.
need listen. We need
just so I can see them.
we need a minute and a half. All right, that is what we need.
I don't know. I feel like a 5-minute
Hold on.
supercut of all of these is going to be worth it.
Okay. ACTG music. Would you be against like a little teeny tiny disclaimer and like an asterisk and it goes commit piracy?
Set up animal traps in the woods using shirts as bait. Hunt with shirts.
I would really like to see a bear with one hand and one leg in a bear trap, and like our shirts are in the fucking like bear trap, and it's all like in absolute agony because it can't move.
Why a bear?
Shirts.
And why not a human being? Who slipped on this shirt? We put one of our shirts in a bear trap, and it's some dude with his hand stuck in a bear trap. Trying to grab a shirt. Shirts.
Shirts.
Oh my god, that's so...
Shirt in bear trap.
Where are we gonna get a bear trap?
Shirts.
Oh my god.
Just so you understand.
I don't. Yeah, I already know
Shirts.
how to trap the shirtless. Hold on, that I like that. I see a wall of text right here. What I'm picturing in my head is a dude strapped in a chair tightly, or strapped in a chair, getting lightly worked over by a cartel dude. Cue the Mentos music when the cartel guy recognizes the shirt, starts smiling. Everybody's having a good time and lets the guy go. Or the guy goes, "Let's go." Walk him to the door, arm over each other's shoulder, sort of jovialness. Door shut. Dude gets picked up and thrown another bag over his head and shoved into a van. The idea is that it implies that you can't get out of certain death. Or it implies that you can get out of certain death, but not actually. Okay.
Shirts.
Shirts.
Can you? Okay. Milsurp, this is what I need you to do. You take that paragraph and you email it to homelesschineseman@gmail.com. All right? Email it over to homelesschineseman@gmail.com. And we're going to trap the shirtless, all right? You hold the on your fucking pants, all right?
I don't know how we're gonna do that bear trap stunt, but like that's hilarious.
Become Hispanic. Monoxus with the mask, hat, cape, and using tight shirts. He will forever be mistaken as Spanish until time immemorial. Yeah. We were just talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah, kind of. Do we want to meme it up at all? Are we trying to meme it up?
I'm not sure if they're trying to say you should end up running the fucking Castizo Empire, but they're trying to angle at that.
No, I'm just like saying for our end, like, are we gonna try and like insert pop culture reference meme nonsense into these? Like, how far do we want to go?
Oh, okay.
Not that I have an answer, but like, I feel like I feel like as original as possible.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay, so you get from the fucking Simpsons, you know, like when Bart becomes I didn't do it, and he becomes a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
All right. So that scene where he's like, I love that whole scene is gold. Where he's like, I didn't think I'd say this, but shouldn't we be like learning in class? And Milhouse goes, say the line, Bart.
Yeah.
And he goes, I didn't do it. Yay! So I think it would be great if like, hey, you guys want to? Someone is making like a plea to how things are falling apart in the world, and it's like, hey, we're paying more for less, and I don't understand where we're going, where we're coming from, and nothing makes sense. So like, what are we supposed to do? Say the line, Bart, and it's like, shirts, yay, shirts, like,
But it's got to be you.
But what is it that we're
That we'll
arguing?
figure out. You can just write like the say the line scene, but I like the idea of like, we're paying more for less, the planet's on fire, nuclear war is imminent, China's buying everything. Pick your fucking argument. It doesn't matter.
BlackRock Capital is playing SimCity with America. Like, say the line, Bart.
Yeah, but like you have to be addressing like so that, and then like, why are we here making this stupid commercial? Say the line, Haynes. Shirts.
As it's going, yay! Like, I like mid, like joy shirts.
Okay.
Say the line, Haynes.
Say the line, Haynes.
Can you be in the fucking like classroom, like turned around, like say the line, Haynes, please?
I mean, this all depends on how we film.
Say the line, Haynes.
We have to figure out. Well, again, we're not filming all these by ourselves.
All right.
We're getting some people to film some of these.
Yay!
But now we're just, we're using chat to our advantage while we sit here and figure out business proposals and
Shirts.
plans for things outside of this.
Okay. White people. Yay!
We're taking advantage of chat. That's what we're doing. I don't know. I mean, look, we got, 2 pages of stuff?
Okay. Well,
that's not including, like, the basic shit, like the actual, just normal commercial stuff.
Some of it is normal commercial stuff, actually.
I'm saying, we still have to film, like, the...
Now, hang on.
Bare bones.
So, hold on. Paying more for less.
Yeah. I mean, that's up to you. Like, that's going to be your choice as to what the actual context of that scene is. You know what I'm saying?
And then you go, save the line, Haynes. And I go, shirts. And I go, yay! And in the middle of yay, you see shirts.
Yes. And it'll gotta be us. Queen supervillain must be punished for his life of evil. Make sure he repays his debt to society by never being able to take a break from shirt printing. Shirts. Punishing the wicked.
How about this? Stylish Hobocat. There will be footage of me making shirts. And it will just be sped up. And it's just this never-ending cycle of me, like, making shirts and ironing shirts and hanging up shirts and then making shirts and then washing the screen and going back. And as all that happens, I would very much like to have a disgusting Gaelic brogue saying, Queen supervillains must be punished for his life of evil. Make sure he repays his debt to society by never being able to take a break from shirt printing. Shirts.
I really like the one Thupa just posted. But write down the supervillain one.
Listen, Stylish Hobocat, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to copy that and to email it to homelesschineseman@gmail.com. I wish I was kidding.
I know you're not. They might not. They might understand that you're not joking. That is the email address.
Well, that's one of my email addresses.
That's the email address.
Well,
the point is that's the email address. Send it to that. Now read that one from Thupa, because that shit's fucking great.
Easy double commercial. A spoof of you streaming and Haynes is reading Orthorexia Nervosa while Monoxys is annoyed at him. Zoom in on chat window. Redemption of shirts for 5 points. Zoom out and it's just 2 shirts with the masks sitting on the stream and shirts.
Pretty good.
All right, Dostoevsky, hold your fucking pants and I'll write it down right now.
That's pretty good though. Like, that's kind of funny.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's redonkulous.
Right.
Doesn't even hit me to... Hey, Thupa Thebata, copy that, and paste it to an email to homelesschineseman@gmail.com. All right? Please make this easier than it can be. I'm writing that down, though. Calm your tits.
She just got a good idea, too. That's also going to be one of those budget issues. So, like, a commercial of the Hoarder show, but the Hoarder is just hoarding shirts.
I would like for, like, a quick cut of, like, let's say, like, someone wearing, like...
I'm also not opposed to that.
Men takes crap, stands up, toilet full of shirts.
I don't know what dialogue we put there, but, like, okay.
I would love...
I like the imagery.
No, think about it. A man is straining, and you just hear, like, the uncurdling of, like, and then you hear a plop, and then you just, a quick zoom in on the toilet, and it's shirts.
I mean, yeah.
I like that.
All right, write it down. Write it down. Nothing's off the table.
Plop. All right, listen, Nuclear Circus. We're writing that down as plop. Toilet. And the HRNNNNNG.
There are no bad ideas. There's just ideas that won't be as good as the other ones.
Listen,
as far as I'm concerned.
Nuclear Circus, thank you for joining. We're trying to field out.
Oh, shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know where to fit that in, but I like it.
Oh, shirt. Shirt. We're outsourcing a commercial because we need something for Queen's Trash.
Here's the thing, though. Like, the beauty of this is that we're trying to keep it, like, short and simple.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to ultimately film as much of this as possible, whether it's us or the people we're working with. And then we're just going to have to sit down and watch all of them. And then just really decide, like, which ones are, like, the must-haves. So no idea is bad.
And listen, no idea is bad. There are only better ideas, is all I'm saying.
In fact, I have no problem when the final cut is made and it's like, this is all the ones who are like, these are like the fucking like best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, here's a super cut of every single one and we'll just upload it to the channel. Like, here are the ones that didn't make it.
These are the rest.
Yeah, this is like the other shirt bits that just didn't make the cut.
So, now herpes free. You staying hydrated, my homies. Oh, well,
Very.
I have a cup in case somebody requests hydration, and I'm going to fill it with water. All
Also,
right?
congratulations on being herpes free.
Listen, is it Chinese lung herpes? What exact kind of herpes are we discussing? And while you're here, you are a first-time chatter. If you can, and if you have not, click follow, because this is the greatest Queen's public access television in the 21st century.
I'm
Right?
doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
Thank you for doing your part. Gracias por tu consideración. Por mirando aquí en twitch.tv/Manoxus. Ahora estamos hablando con la gente que está interactuando con nosotros. A poner en un... ¿Cómo se dice en español?
Thupa, I like your idea, but I think I can improve upon it.
Comercial? No sé.
You tell me. I'm gonna pitch
Pero
you.
eso comercial está 1 minuto y medio o menos, posible 2 minutos, pero ahora me voy a providar usted a la boca de Monoxus.
All right. Thupa's idea. Monoxus opens his wardrobe and pulls out a shirt. Doesn't like it. Pulls out the same shirt. Tosses it away. Pulls out another shirt. Turns around, visibly panicked, and goes hoodies. And then we get the shirts, right? Counterpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing the whole like line bit, right?
Right.
So like don't know what shirt to wear, and like I full of a shirt, and it's like a Riding with Despair with like black and white, and then like Riding in Despair and it's black and white, and then two more Riding with Despair and it's black or white, and it's like and it's the same shirt. It's like shirts.
Yeah.
It's just the same shirt every time,
All right.
and like oh thank God shirts.
Right, and they're all riding with the spirit.
But it's the exact same shirt every single time. Oh. Or that'll be a good way to display the colors. Riding with Despair in yellow, green, no. Blue, red, no. Black, oh.
Shirts.
What do you think, Thupa?
Ave Maria. Guy takes off his shirt, has no torso. Shirts.
I'm gonna key out the person's body.
Imagine he takes off his shirt, he fades into the void. Ah! Shirts. Like when fucking like you died Metal Gear Solid. Oh my god. Ah! It's fancy. Oh my god. Okay, so takes off the shirt. Ah! Shirts.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Okay, wait, no, the emphasis shirts.
This is gonna. Oh, this commercial is gonna be terrible. I love it. I can't wait. The magician thing where he pulls out a bunch of like handkerchiefs, but it's just shirts.
Tied to one another.
Oh my god.
All right, that's really clever. Who the fuck came up with
That
that?
was stupid.
You son of a bitch. All right. Magic trick.
Thupa said magic trick. Nuclear Circus basically made up the void one.
All right.
Indirectly. I'm giving Nuclear Circus credit for that.
So takes off shirt. Ah! All right.
Pinata full of shirts. Not a bad idea. Can we do one Bane posting? Shirts go off, and then
Pinata full of
goes for
shirts.
you.
Oh, hold on. I gotta write that down. Hold on.
All right, how about this for Bane posting? Thupa. Haynes being like, "That's a nice shirt," and I'm like, "You
Shirt.
shirts."
That's a big shirt. Can it be? No. How about this? How about this? Can you be wearing an oversized shirt? And I'm like, no. It's like fucking 3XL.
A big shirt
For you.
All right, we'll try it out. We'll try it.
For you.
We'll try it out. Let's see how it looks.
Ay, Dios mío. Okay.
Shirts. Rip shirt off, revealing another shirt. Shirts. Rip shirt off, revealing another shirt. Shirts! I like that. Oh my god. Shirts.
Rip shirt.
Shirts. Shirts! There's just layers of shirts.
Rip shirts, shirts. That's all we need. Thank you.
Deadpan scene of someone staring at the camera intensely. Lights a cigarette in hand, camera slowly zooming in as he thinks, what's the point? Why do I continue living this vicious nightmare? Fuck whole world just to suffer. Just for the night to be twisted further and leave me a scarred run of a human being. Pan down. He's wearing a shirt. Shirts.
Email that to homelesschineseman@gmail.com.
What's going on, Mr. Mystic Shorts? Hello.
Eventually, hey, Mr. Mystic Shorts, thank you for joining us. We are currently trying to workshop a commercial in where you too can buy a shirt at queenstrash.com.
And there are no bad ideas.
That's why I deactivated from Twitter, because I've got some shit to work on. Among other things, this site, so I could finally sell shirts beyond DMs and people going, do you have Cash App or Venmo, or do I dead drop a money order? Because my second customer did, and that was pretty awesome. The point is, so Mr. Mystic Shorts, thank you for chiming on in. We are workshopping a commercial. Shit is fantastic. So, if you would like to chime in, we're trying to figure out somewhere between 1.5 and 2 minutes of where, you know.
Of the gold.
So.
Of the best of the best.
So, no idea is bad. All right.
And anything that doesn't make it into the final copy of the video will be on the channel after it's...
I'll suck your dick for a shirt.
Shirts. It's so simple. And yet we hadn't thought of it.
You win this round, Mr. Mystic Shorts.
Sloppy for a white toppy.
Wait.
Oh my god.
For a white top. My sides.
Alright, Thupa, I like meta jokes, so I'm gonna say I like that one. I try to say something. Shirts. Wait, you ran that too early. Shirts. I didn't say that. Shirts.
Okay. Mystic Shorts, I will credit you properly because sloppy for a white toppy is really
Slop. That was Frank Horn. But
Oh, listen, Tampage chiming in as a man for all seasons, building on what fucking Mystic Shorts brought up. Thank you for chiming on in.
I like that nuclear circus, but let's step it up a notch. Creepy white van pulls up next to a school, opens up. Hey, you kids want some shirts? Shirts.
Cut to all the kids now wearing new shirts. Like,
Yeah, just shirts.
the shirt van?
Scratch that. Now you want some shirts? Hey, you kids want to make some shirts?
They're covered in paint wearing different shirts.
Making shirts.
Hey, you kids want to make some shirts?
Lines up with the sweatshop idea.
That would be excellent. Hey, you kids want to make some shirts? Shirts.
Mom teaching kids to cook. She says, add the shirts. Kid turns confused and asks what? Mom says, Mom turns around, shirts! Yeah, mobile sweatshop. What I'm talking about. We've already talked about Haynes' sweatshop to make these things, so why not, like, introduce the kids to it?
Listen, I believe that children can learn more from working 8 hours a day than going to them fancy learning schools, is all I'm trying to say.
As long as they're doing a good job somewhere, you know, not just like some nonsense job.
Kool-Ader goes, Italian pizzeria guy tossing a shirt like dough, putting it in the oven and comes out a nice shirt. Has to be an off-the-boat Italian guy who looks like he just left the cave. I wish we had access to a fucking pizzeria.
I could probably get one.
You mean like throw it in the oven and it's this like ugly fucking like wrinkled shirt, and then you next scene we pull it out and it's a nice folded shirt.
I worked at a pizzeria for years. I'm sure I could be like, hey, can we film something here?
All right, hold on. Kool-Aid. Okay, Kool-Ader. How do I note that down in the notebook? The pizzeria man came out of a cave. How do I note that down?
I thought you were gonna say I wish you had access to an Italian guy. We can find one.
This is Queens. Are you kidding? He has to make one phone call or less.
Yeah, the problem would be like, when do we go to the fucking pizzeria? They'd be like, listen, here's the deal, here's our bit, and it's like, someone's gonna be tossing.
Hey, listen, I'm fucking closing at 11. What are you fucking calling me for now? Like,
The question is, how far do we want to go? Like, do we want to be like he's tossing the shirt, and then cut to like the shirt's on the peel, and he's like putting sauce on the shirt and cheese, and then we put it in the oven? Like, how far do we go?
it comes out. It's a nice folded shirt.
Or like shirt, and then like takes ink and like puts ink on the shirt, and then puts it in the oven, and then it pulls out, and it's like a done shirt.
Yes. Yes.
We're gonna have to ruin a shirt for the bit.
I
And it's
will
like-
deal with this.
And then it pulls out, and like it's a perfect shirt.
Ruin a shirt for the bit. Pizza oven.
Oh my god! Put toppings on it. Like, yeah, like just fuck your shirt up with stuff, and then it comes out a perfect shirt.
Fuck a shirt up.
Time to make the shirts.
Shirts.
You guys remember that scene in Spider-Man 2 where Spider-Man has a 9/11 flashback trying to hold Tower 7 up with the
Time
web?
to make the shirts.
No, but I wish that was the thing. Because Spider-Man would have been at 9/11.
Listen, in the very original Spider-Man trailer, between the two towers, he had a
Webs.
spider web set up to prevent a helicopter from going through.
Yeah.
And then 9/11 happened, and they neutered Spider-Man. In spite of this, I would argue that the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 1 and 2, like superhero movies, like they did it right out the gate.
They were good.
And
They were campy enough.
And then 3 was like a weird parody of a parody.
That was studio interference. I think that's like very obvious now. Like, it's been talked about a lot.
Mhm.
The studio put their hands on everything and ruined it. I'm still gonna die on the hill that new Spider-Man is best Spider-Man.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's just me. Because it hits beats that the other movies couldn't hit. So
ACTG Music goes Mazel Tov, and you put a shirt on top of a glass and step on it. Shirts.
there are no bad ideas. Amazing Spider-Man had more crane operators though, so it's the best one. What a ridiculous scene, but I still kind of like that. Again, though, I'll say this: with the exception of Spider-Man 3,
Shirts.
I kind of like all the Spider-Man movies, with the exception of 3. I think 3 is honestly a bad movie.
It is not kind.
But like Sam Raimi Spider-Man 1 and 2, good to watch. You can go back and watch them. Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. For all of the shit that they didn't do well, they did a lot of stuff funny enough. Like, I still think the first sequence of Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, and like the guy trying to rob a car, and the guy's like trying to like hotwire it, and he's just sitting in the back of the car chilling and like hanging out, and he like confronts him, and the guy freaks out, and he goes to leave and like open the door, and he webs the door and closes it, and he's like, what do you like? And he's fucking with him, and then he gets out of the car, and the guy pulls a knife. He's like, oh no, a knife, my only weakness, and then like webs him to a wall. It's like, these things are great. Like, that's an amazing scene.
Fair enough.
It's really fucking well done. And I was like, that's fucking good.
I have a question.
But now it's fucking...
I have a question.
Yeah.
How would we exactly film the, like, okay, so you take out the shirt and it's... Ah!
I don't
okay.
I don't know.
I think we could figure that out.
That's going to be entirely on editing.
If you wear if you wear underneath a shirt, you wear the green Puerto Rican rum shirt.
I mean, realistically, if we're just going to fade the whole person out, that's a lot easier to do, because you're just fading the whole thing.
And then snake.
It could be...
Snake.
I like
dun,
that.
dun 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 dun.
We don't even need to do the fucking snake thing. We could just...
Shirts. I really love the idea of someone taking off their shirt and fading into the oblivion of the background. Like,
it's gone.
in absolute... No, but it has to be in screaming absolute agony.
Like the voice fades away, particles break apart. The shirt just folds.
Shirts.
Woman giving birth to shirts. It's a shirt.
I think we could find one woman.
Maybe.
Wait.
I mean, like right there,
All right.
it's like it's Haynes giving birth to a shirt, and I'm the doctor.
Woman birthing shirts.
Yeah. Congratulations, it's a shirt.
Shirts.
Oh my god. Cut the tag with surgical scissors.
Wait, cut tag?
With surgical scissors. It's casual Friday scene. Guy walks into his office with a shirt on. His boss says, "John, it's Monday. You're fired." Shirts. Pretty good.
All right.
Oh my
All right.
god.
All right. Hey. ACT
Just write it down.
G Music.
Just write down
Fine, but email it to me at homelesschineseman
Write
at
down-
gmail.com.
casual Fridays,
Casual.
but it's Monday, and you're fired. You open your mailbox, there's a shirt inside. Shirts. You unroll it, and a letter falls out of it. On the letter it says, "You've lost the right to your property. Vacate your flat within the next 12 hours." Shirts. Cut to Hank sleeping on the street covered in shirts. Shirts. We could do a homeless bit.
Wait. Hold on.
Oh, I'm
Casual Fridays,
I'm not drinking 2 of these in a row.
but it's Monday. Sure, you're
And
fired.
you're fired.
Fired.
I like the idea of a homeless bit, but I think we gotta spice it up a little bit.
Hold on. Oh, hold on. Mailbox?
Like letter of eviction.
Hold on. Mailbox? Shirts. Eviction? Homeless? Shirts.
Pay homeless people in shirts to fight each other. I don't know about fighting,
Shirts.
but there's nothing wrong with us taking advantage of the homeless the same way bum fights does, because technically YouTube lets that happen.
To some degree.
If you're bum fights.
As long as you're not using it out of context with Star Fox music, I think you're fine.
Yeah, if you're not making ha-has out of it. Oh my god. You know how some people did those fake fucking videos where it's like they would go and give money to the homeless and then film it and be like, "I'm such a good person." It's like, help someone in need, and you just give them a shirt.
Shirts.
Look at the camera. Shirts.
That would be so terrible to find a homeless person and just. No, that's awful.
Yet you're laughing.
The confused look on a homeless person's face of just being given a free shirt. Like, what the fuck is this? Shirts.
Here you go, man. Best of luck. Shirts.
Here you go, man.
I hope this helps. Shirts.
Best of luck.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Hope this helps. That's fucking terrible. Shirts.
We're talking about fucking problem solving with nooses and getting stabbed. Oh, but the homeless are off the table.
Shirts.
All right, like what do you mean? Charity. See, he gets it. We're giving away a shirt to someone who has nothing. That
Please.
shirt's worth at least $40.
Listen.
Go sell the shirt, bro.
Free shipping, $40. Don't tell anyone.
But
Listen.
like, come on now. It's a good idea.
Listen, I don't want to confer the homeless to fight one another, but if they are wearing shirts, I would like to have footage of like the homeless fighting in like respect group shirts.
Staying warm to survive, and there's like a fire going out, but instead of adding the shirt to the fire, you just put the shirt on, and the fire goes out.
That's it. Fire goes out. Shirts.
I don't know, man. I don't think the homeless are off the table, though.
No, because as we continue to persist in these mumbo jumbo times, the homeless will continue to be part of the backdrop, ever multiplying like rabbits, copulating like fucking. They're on cheap Midwestern speed.
You know, if we wait until December, when like the begging Santas are out looking for pennies,
Mm-hmm.
to walk by and put a shirt in their thing. Like,
Shirts. I would really like to set up like a Santa hands and just put like the Cash App and the Venmo and be like, like it's for Christmas, it's for my Christmas. I have to consolidate living with the fucking void of the divide between how things are and how things can be.
oh my god.
You think everything is fucking fine? Everything is falling apart. I would love to do that.
I mean, like, I would put that somewhere else in the notebook. I think that's the Christmas video for this year.
Yes.
Set up Santa hands and uses the Cash App and the Venmo to fucking see how many people we can get to donate.
Santa. No, listen. The world is falling apart. We're paying more for less, and I know you're trying to have a good time, but like, listen. Trash pushes back. I'm letting you know that you'll go back to whatever quiet, sleepy tri-state suburb where you have not one winery but two wineries and a train station ancient by today's standards, and your dad probably has horses across state lines like somewhere in Pennsylvania. But you too can meet Santa and just fucking gives money. Because whatever you think is important, nothing will fucking change. Alright?
Does the sign say give money to Santa?
Yes.
Haynes at a party. Woman comes across the room up to him. Is that a novelty T-shirt? And she bites her lip. Cut to Haynes be pushed into bed. Keep the mask on. Haynes takes off his pants. Keep the shirt on too. Haynes looks at the camera. Shirts. All right, Mr. Mystic Shorts. You're gonna have to copy that and paste it and send it to
Homeless Chinese man at gmail.com.
all right.
You need to copy and paste that right now and send it to homeless Chinese man at gmail.com, Mr. Mystic Shorts.
That's a really good one.
That's
I
fucking,
like that a lot.
that's genius.
Keep the mask on. Keep the shirt on too.
Shorts. Mystic Shorts, I'm making a note just for you.
Realistically, yeah, keep notes because if they don't send it, we can just go back and watch the recording.
Keep the shirt on too.
That's great.
Shirts.
When Octus seduces a woman and invites her in, she starts to pull off the shirt. There's another shirt there. Cuts the cameraman laughing. Cuts him Octus pulling off another shirt and piles of shirts around it. Hold on. I kind of want to switch that. Yes, homeless Chinese man at Gmail. Yes,
Can we type that in the chat?
I guess.
Fine, I'll type it.
No, we don't have to type in the chat. They know how to spell homeless Chinese man.
Everyone calm your fucking tits, alright?
I'm moving it. Relax.
Alright, I think I got it. Hold on. Everyone calm your fucking tits.
I like the idea, but here's what I'm thinking, right? We gotta get a female. And we gotta have her, like, cameras on her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm laying in bed, like,
Chinese man.
yeah, you know, with, like, the fuck yeah, like, this is about to happen. And she pulls off her shirt, and there's a shirt, and she throws it at me, right? And I'm like, okay. And then she pulls off her shirt, and there's a shirt, and she throws another shirt at me.
Uh-huh.
And then she pulls off another shirt, and there's a shirt, and she throws it at me. And, like, at the time, she's just pulling shirts off, and I'm just, like, getting buried in shirts and shirts.
Alright. Buried in shirts.
And the shirt never comes off.
Buried in shirts.
Shirts. I like that idea though, but I kind of want to be the butt of the joke rather than the one feeling the shirt.
No, listen. Buried in shirts, monoxous lady. And then shirts. Wait, fire goes out and then like you're shivering in the cold? Shirts.
Yes, I do like Frank Oregon Jr. leaves a plate of shirts out for Santa and wakes up and there's gifts and the shirts are gone.
A plate of like folded shirts? Like
Oh my god. That's great.
a plate of folded shirts. Christmas presents.
Oh my god.
Shirts. Shirts.
I also like the idea of a dubbed version of the commercial. Where
What do
it's
you mean?
it like so make a normal commercial but dub it over with like bad Russian and swearing. So like we just film a normal like shot of like and if you will go over to queenstrash.com, you too can pick up one of these shirts. These shirt styles available as well. Come on down. Buy yourself a shirt. Except like we cut the audio and we just let some like Russian jerk
With bad dubbing?
and just like
Okay, so informative bit, bad dubbing.
yes.
Bad dubbing, excuse me.
That's solid.
Thupa, I'm looking at you for the bad dubbing, alright?
We can do that. I think the will dub over for us.
Hold on. Shirts.
But the information has to not be like processed at all. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like what we actually say is not what gets like if anything, it just has to be like, fucking, you want a shirt? Like, get the shirt. Go get a shirt.
Who do you think you are? Get a shirt.
Why the fuck are you here? Go get a shirt.
Thupa, can you threaten people into getting shirts? Let us know.
Guys, let's all get one girl together and get her pregnant together. The goal of like all of us. Genius. Yeah, dude, you can totally do something for it. Why? I mean, like, off the top of my head, if I'm like, I have to find a Russian guy to dub over something and be crude, like, yeah, of course, Stupa, you're top of the list.
Guy gets knocked out. Doctor runs up, gives him the shirt, runs away.
Shirts.
No, dude. Imagine like a guy just like walking on the street, like vulgar display of
like,
power, just
fuck.
like, and like a guy in a doctor coat is like, and he runs with shirts. Like fucking like jacked for his shit.
Oh my god. I don't know where, I mean, like, I like it.
We need a doctor's
Like I said,
coat.
no bad ideas.
All right.
There are no bad ideas. We missed a couple, but like, Milsurp was doing the whole shirts. We don't need no stinking shirts, but there was some Shatner type stuff in there. So I'm like, I don't know how we can pull that off. But like, yeah, you can write that shit down. Except for the one that real human being said, we're not all gonna get a girl pregnant because that's complicated and messy, and I don't want to get anybody pregnant.
Oh no, he doesn't want to be a family man.
I might not be able to.
Listen, he just knows what he wants and doesn't want.
Nah, dude, I got the jab. I might be infertile.
Oh no. And so that means unvaccinated sperm will be the new Bitcoin. Woo!
Yeah, dude, that's how it works. Anyway, how many pages we got now? We went from 0 to what?
Wait, hold on.
These are all shirt ideas, right?
Yes.
All right, cool.
So hold on.
Cool.
Hold on. 2,
Thank you, guys.
4.
This is gold.
We're up to 7.5. All right.
Your big ass handwriting.
Well, I haven't even finished fucking page 6. All right. Fucking leave me alone.
You write like gigantic. Oh,
Old Italian grandmother beating someone with a shirt. Shirts all the way. Yeah. Someone's fucking yeah.
going ham with his shirt. See,
Shirts.
now I'm thinking of like super minimal shit. Like, hey baby, can I get you a drink? She's like, yeah, you can. And then like the glass comes out, and then like pouring starts, but the shirt in the cup.
Like you could clearly see the okay. So like here's the cup, and the shirt is clearly stuffing out, and you're pouring it on the shirt, and it's like spilling and it's dripping, and it's and what I like what I like okay. So like in this okay. Oh wait. All right. So like the shirt. All right, hold on. So the shirt is in the glass, and it's like stuffed and drink and poured and spread.
Oh no, what I'm thinking is
No, hear me out. And then like your hand meets hers, and there's a brief moment, and like in the Mentos commercial, like zoom in on your eyes, and then zoom in on her eyes, and it's like, and even though it's this like filthy, disgusting, sloppy, bloody Mary going on a shirt, dripping hands, like shirts.
better idea. One of us at a bar, ladies there. Hey, what's going on? Can I buy you a shirt? And she's like, no. Wait, you mean a drink? No. A shirt. Shirts.
Can I buy you a shirt? Yes. At a bar.
Yeah, bar. Can I buy you a shirt?
Wait, you mean a drink?
No. Oh, we got some big ones. Shirts in the gutter, shirts in the alleyway, covered in piss and rats, grabbed with tongs by hands and gloves and stuffed into a plastic bag, dried off by hands over his shower with a hairdryer. He stuffs under his mattress, turns to the camera. Tell no one about the shirts. Oh my god.
Wait. Mr. Mystic Shorts,
Yeah,
you are going to email that at homelesschinesemen@gmail.com, but I am going to write down on this fucking book right here, tell no one about the shirts.
Yeah, that's it.
Look into the camera, quotation marks,
no
Mystic
one.
Shorts.
Tell no one about the shirts. That's fucking great.
Tell no one about the shirts.
Except it's in the commercial shirts.
Yes. So that's the fight. Please, Mystic Shorts and all of the
Oh my
ladies and
God.
jerks participating, please, these heavyweight ideas, even if we're not reaching out to you in particular, give us the best ideas so we can make the best commercial we possibly can.
To be fair, we're
Homeless Chinese man at gmail.com.
This is going to take up an entire day.
Shirts.
And that's just filming. Like, preparation's going to take a good amount of time, but getting all of these is going to take fucking forever. But I do think we got to nail out as many as possible. These are really good
I
ideas.
refuse to believe that we can even do all of these in one day. Some of these are very specific location
If
required.
we have preparation beforehand, we can. Some are just like the bear trap one. I don't even know where to begin with that one. I mean, we can just do it like in Central Park because there's plenty of like wooded area there. But like, we need a bear trap.
Right. Or like, can you Photoshop a bear trap?
I mean, we can just make you can get like prop fake bear traps where like the centerpiece is missing, so like nothing like gets caught in it.
Right.
And I already have fake blood, so we just put a shirt in a bear trap and like a fake bear trap and pour blood in it, and then the filming is just someone being like, ah, ah, ah! Shirts.
Yes. All right.
And like the opening could be like one of us like bear trap shirt. Cut to ah.
Listen, Mr. Mystic Shorts. Tell no one about this. I really would like to film, because, like, listen, Mr. Mystic Shorts. Like, in my mind's eye, there are a few shots, and we're like, like, it's from, like, the waist up, and you see me doing, like, trying to, like, do my dirt away in the laundromat, and it's just this because the whole point of all of these bits are to be, like, 10 to 15 seconds at most. So, like, a 10-second, like, like okay, mystery, horror, laundromat, lying against the bed with the gloves. Tell no one about the shirts. I would really like to do that. Really would.
Let's see what Thupa said. Haynes walking to a changing room in the shop, closes the curtain, intensely starts to build up, slow zoom on the curtain, signs of struggle and tussle behind the curtain. A small yell escapes the changing room. Silence. The curtain opens, Haynes walks out like nothing happened and says, I just like this shirt.
We would have to find a clothing store willing to put up with our fucking bullshit. If those even exist anymore. Maybe. But I like that. All right.
Guy eating a sandwich from a shirt. Displays the shirt after eating the sandwich. Not bad. Not bad.
Okay.
Prostitute talking about all the different positions and combinations you can order from her, but the price is always a shirt.
Okay. Milsurp, copy and paste a homeless Chinese man. Put it in the chat again. All right, come on. Homeless Chinese man. Fine, I'll put it in the fucking chat.
You don't have to. It's right there.
Fucking put it again.
It's right there.
What are you doing? I don't think you're fucking helping me out here, my friend.
You could just say it. It's homeless Chinese man at Gmail. I'm gonna keep reading these. Dude gets a sub, tries to eat it. There's a shirt inside. Shirts. I just want a normal fucking sandwich. Stop with the shirts. Someone's just tired of the shirts. That's also a pretty decent fucking bit. I like Frank Horgan Jr.'s. An FBI agent closes a closet with like a 1,000-yard stare. So he walks up and is like, "You all right?" Opens the closet. Pristine shirts.
Shirts. But it has to be like two dudes in trench coats and like like red. You know what I mean? It would have to be done like proper.
It's got to be like noir. Like he opens it, it's like this again. Closes it, lights a cigarette. Rookie's like, "What's wrong?" Take a look. And shirts. Like it's like they're on hangers and they're nicely ordered. Shirts.
They're all ironed and pristine. Like they're so fresh you can see the fold marks in them. Like shirts.
Fuck, not this again. Shirts.
Not this again.
Oh my god.
Shirts.
That's solid. Guy getting mugged. Mugger tells the guy to take off his shirt and wear this. And it's one of their shirts. Pulls out that. Give me your shirt. Okay. Put this one on.
Shirts.
Shirts.
Yes.
Reverse mugging.
Reverse mugging. Yes.
Pulls out a knife. Take this. What? Take this. What is it? Put it on. What? Put it on. Put it.
Shirts.
Shirts.
Put it on.
Oh my god.
We're going to need people in masks willing to deal with this nonsense. Because
Oh my god.
I love the idea of like you in an alley at 2 a.m. going, put it on, and then like the next frame he's like wearing like running with the spirit to keep himself shirts.
Yeah. Backing away. Shirts.
We have okay. Now hang on. Twitch chat is all up. What are you buying? What are you selling? Says Haynes in a coat. Shop window opens a bunch of shirts. I'm so done with this shit.
We gotta have at least one near the end where like just tired of the shirts. Whether it's like yeah, I'll take like the BLT please, hero, and he hands him like a sandwich, but it's just like a shirt inside the bread, and he's like, man, I'm so tired of this shirt shit. Shirts. It's like, hey, what can I get for you? Oh, let me get like I'll take the pasta bolognese. Hands him a pan, like in the pants, it's like a shirt. It's like shirt again.
Hey, can I get an Italian combo? And like in the bread is like meat like folded like in like a tube in between pieces of bread.
Goes up to a bank teller. I need a money order. For how much? It's gonna be 500. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Is that all for you today? Yeah, cool. Keep your card in. Yep. Great. Here you go. It's a shirt. Damn it! Their shirts are everywhere.
I'm tired of these shirts.
We'd have to have a consistent like person playing the guy who just keeps getting shirted.
Getting shirted.
And by the end, he's just like, that could be the person sitting at the fire, and it's just like, are you too cold? Here you go, shirt. Or no, that could be the guy who's like, he's got the shirts and he pulls it off and it just fades away into the void.
You know what I would really love?
Now we're getting into like
No. You know why? Because at the very end, he's in the dark. He's rocking back and forth, and it's cold. And to get the fire going, he throws a shirt. The fire grows. Shirts.
Yeah.
Because early on, he's all
just torturing someone.
Just fucking vanishes in agony.
Oh my god. See, now we have to have a theme. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is gonna get out of hand.
Shirt, arrow, fire, arrow, torso, agony.
Oh my god. Losing everything on shirt coin.
Losing everything on shirt coin. Yes. Yes. Hold on. I'm writing it down.
Idea for the guy getting constantly shirted starts to get mugged. Mugger walks over to the ATM machine. ATM machine dispenses shirts. I mean, like, the guy can be the one who gets, like, put it on! Like, it's him. He gets shirted. And then, like, he goes to fucking get food. And it's a shirt. And he goes to, like, go to the bank. And it's a shirt.
Keeps getting shirted.
He goes to meet with a woman. And she just keeps throwing shirts at him. And he's just getting shirted in every sequence.
Shirts.
And then in the end, he's just sitting there rocking. And he takes the shirt off. And then...
Ah! Shirts. He's rocking back and forth because shirt it grows. Shirts.
Someone like... This is getting to, like, too many Cooks levels of, like...
No. So the woman keeps taking off the shirts.
We got that right. I'm pretty sure we did that one. But now we're gonna make a character out of this. Like,
No, because I have to map this out.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
it's
no,
like,
this
because
is-
of the fire, the
oh,
shirts,
there's gonna be a
and then-
flow chart of like this one person getting
so
shirted.
we can.
You're not wrong, Danger. I don't know what that is. Maybe Haynes knows.
All right, what is it?
Last comment.
So I know nobody will get this, but it will be like a Milagro and we will drown from the amount of shirts he gets. Close, but unfortunately, the shirts are a product of his own folly by merely existing in these mumbo jumbo times. So there ends up with like a fatalistic bent immediately built into the foundation of this thing. So while there's going to be like a 10-second clip of like Monoxus like, and he just, like hits the alarm clock, like squats, bench press, like commutes, and then like he like changes into like a shirt at work, shirts,
So if we have a budget for it,
and that's it.
I can expand on all of that. A shirted guy, right? Because now that we have shirt guy, which will probably be one of us, you hear like the of the alarm, and as the hand goes down, it hits a shirt, and the alarm sound stops, and then like he wakes up, and he's laying on like a pillow, but the pillow's covered with a shirt, and he has like a blanket made of shirts that he knocks off himself, and he gets up, and he goes and opens his drawer to get some like new clothes for the morning, and they're shirts, and he goes to grab his toothbrush, and it's a shirt.
Hold on, shirt dresser.
We just take this to the most extreme if that's the case, and everything about his life is shirts.
Can you have a moment where he's trying to put his fucking Metro card and it's a shirt, like Metro shirt, like?
See, we're going too far down the rabbit hole now. This has gone from like stupid 10-second bits to like the Chronicles of the Man Who Was Shirted.
Who has no recourse, because at the end he is all of us, God damn it.
And he just made
Mr. Mystic Shorts goes, I'll make a Mystic Shirt video spot for you. All right, well, Mr. Mystic Shorts, you find me and you let me know where to make fucking shirts happen through the post office. And you tell me where to fucking send them, and we're going to do this, God damn it. I want that. You get in touch with me, all right?
I think we need 2 separate videos.
Mm-hmm.
The commercial, which is the shirts bits,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Man Who Was Shirted.
The Man Who Was... I still love losing everything on shirt coin.
That could be part of the commercial, but like the Man Who Was Shirted, that needs to be its own video.
The Man Who Was Shirted.
Like someone's entire life, just this downward slope of everything they try to do becomes the shirts.
Because I would love...
And us in the background just like, shirts!
Imagine...
Did you buy a shirt yet?
Imagine there's like a really nice like party happening in somebody's backyard, and like, the cameraman is talking to like an attractive woman, talking back and forth, and then just like shirts, like shirts, and then and then next scene, like you're pissing in this on a silent, you're pissing on a White Claw can in the Silent Hill bathroom.
Step it up.
And then
The guy's talking to her. He's like, "So we should hang out sometimes." She's like, "Oh, what do you do?" It's like, "Oh, whatever." I'm like insert thing. And she's like, "Oh, you don't make shirts? What? You don't make shirts? No. Oh, I don't know if I can. Sorry, I gotta go. It's like, shirts."
He's crying, drinking by himself. Shirts.
Man Who Was Shirted.
Oh, you don't make shirts? The Man Who Was Shirt. Wait.
The Man Who Was Shirted is its own thing now.
Wait. Hold on. Oh. You don't make shirts?
Oh my god. So bad.
I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. Hang on, ladies and jerks.
Thank you very much, Chad, for all of these.
We need a minute and a half and we got gold. Are you fucking... If
I
you
just-
could read my handwriting, let me know.
I mean, I can read some of it, but like, I was expecting to come out of this with a couple of good ideas. We have gotten to the point where there's no way in hell we're gonna be able to do some of this. Like, some of this is so good, it's gonna this is gonna require a budget, like a proper budget.
Upa and Nuclear Circus have been like towing the fucking... Jesus Christ. I hope... And Mr. Mystic Shorts, please send to homeless Chinese man at Gmail. Hippies, gays, and Chinese. That's all who inhabit San Francisco. So you take the homeless Chinese. You've never seen a homeless Chinese man. So you email homelesschineseman@gmail.com, alright? It's a homeless Chinese guy in San Francisco. Don't tell anyone. Shh.
There you go. Thank you, Thupa. Thupa put it in the chat. Although it blacked out the Gmail, right? I think so. Anyway, thank you guys. This is way more than I had actually anticipated getting, but we'll see how much of this we can actually put together. See, here's the thing. I was planning on making this video well over 2-minute mark, but for an ad on the website, there's talk of it being very minimalistic, and I was like, fuck that. We can turn this into like a whole saga of nonsense, so I'm still gonna push for that. Oh no. Come on, though, sir. I mean, I like it, but I don't know how. You know what? When Haynes gets back, we'll discuss. We'll see if he likes these ideas. But yeah, thank you anyway. I want to make as many of these as possible. I think this would be a fun time filming in general. And too many of these are just, we have to use them. The saga of getting shirted. This was a good idea. The shirts extended universe. Soon. How's this on camera? Oh, it's fine. If you water, it grows shirts. We can expand upon that, Flank. Oh, Flank, since I got you here and I can do this because it's my chat, I started playing MTG again just to make Goblin decks. It's your fault. The guy getting shirt turns on TV, and it's just the shirts commercial. Alright, hold on. There's a flowchart here. I didn't make this, so I need Haynes to navigate it, because this is kind of a mess. But, let's see. Orthorex Universe is sped up like 10 times. One of those pharma commercials. Texting the girl about how you were shirted or affected started. Alright, so a couple of fun ones passed up, and I'm not sure how to. I mean, like, I need you to write this because your flowchart confuses me. But, like, the guy getting shirted turns on the TV, and then there's, like, a shirt commercial.
Okay, you need to write that down then. Okay, hand me my chair. So I can keep my fucking mask on. Thank you.
But, so the shirted guy gets shirted without being shirted. He's, like, watching the ad.
Is there a way you could represent me being off camera?
How about we don't need to do that?
Yeah, how about we do that? How about that? Huh?
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, your face is there.
How about you take the water bottle and you put the mask on top of over there? That water bottle.
I'm just seeing how far you can come into frame.
So like I've got some space, all right? Give me the fucking water bottle.
Is it for this?
Yes.
To do this?
Yes.
But what if I want to drink the water?
Fucking you got water over there.
Or what if I want to drink that water?
This is xenoestrogen water. You can get regular water. Can you give me some regular water?
Oh, so I gotta get you water, but I can't drink my water.
Oh, you want the plastic fucking estrogen water?
I can't drink my water, but you get water?
I'm preventing you from becoming more feminine.
There's a lot of tobacco in this cup.
All right, listen, bartender.
There's a
all
lot
right?
of tobacco in this cup.
In an alternate universe, Monoxus is a bartender in the fucking Mos Eisley version of the fucking intergalactic metahuman Jedi magician necromancer bullshit. Where you've got like fucking 7,000-year-old bitches doing burlesque.
Enjoy your tobacco water.
So you have to write down this flow chart. All right?
I don't know where to go from here. There's arrows and they're not in the same path. Like they're going in different directions. there's no.
I had to write on the fly. All
There's
right.
no straight lines. There's no straight lines.
All right. Do me a favor. I cannot read chat from here. Can you do me a favor? Ah, I can read chat. All right. Shirts, the mini series.
Oh yeah, Shirts the Expanded Universe was also pushed. Hold on, I'll fix this. There you go. Is that better?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, where's now herpes free? They popped in, they just popped the fuck out. No ideas. Nothing.
Well, I hope they're Chinese lung herpes free, not like, you know, the rashy kind of unprotected sex kind of herpes free.
Where's that herpes 1?
I think it's 1 and 3. 2 is this other beast I have no idea about, but I don't know.
2 is the cold sore herpes, right?
I think so. Yeah. The cold sore herpes. You're not wrong.
That's the one that like 70% of the population has.
It's funny because it's true.
The not dick herpes.
I like how HVC or what is it called?
HPV.
There you go. HPV is evidently prevalent in like 90% of the human population, and like if a guy gets it, he just has to take a pill, and if a woman gets it, she might get cervical cancer.
Yes.
That is insane.
It also goes away on its own.
Really?
It's one of those things like If you don't, yeah, it just goes away.
Oh.
Male or female, I'm pretty sure it goes away in both sexes, but like it does take years.
What happens if you end up getting like an angry gynecologist feminist trying to prove you wrong on the air?
I mean, they're more than welcome to, but from what I understand,
Could you pass me that and my tops?
I'm gonna pass you things in a second. I'm just making sure that I want to make sure I have eyes on where you are distance wise, even though I'm not looking directly at you. This, 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 and now I can see what I look like.
I have a teeny tiny update Monoxis screen over and right next to chat. So thank you for chiming on in. See? Because my hand can reach out up to here. Oh, I have room. Is that my hand? Oh, my hand. There you go. You see?
Got plenty of space.
Oh, well, there's a fucking time delay, all right? Fucking leave me alone.
Either way. Yeah, I hope herpes free is proper.
I
herpes
hope
free.
it's Chinese lung herpes free.
I hope it's just herpes free in general.
Oh,
So long as it's not like a dangerous herpes. Like if you just got like a lip thing, like all right, whatever, you're fine.
it's a cold sore. Even though I met some woman at the supermarket who was like, I'll do what your fucking girlfriend won't do. And then it's like, shirts.
She gives you a shirt.
After she's done.
I still like the idea of a prostitute. Just like going through the list. So it's just like, yeah, you just want to like, you want 1 hour, it's gonna cost you 2 shirts. It's like, I'm sorry, what? 1 hour with anal, 3 shirts. Just top, 1 shirt. And it's like, I'm sorry, I have no idea. And it's like, I'm sorry, you don't deal in shirts?
Shirts. A working girl on like a highway ramp.
What don't you
Like-
understand? Shirts.
Yes.
Pretty good. I know it's in here somewhere.
All right. I would like to have, personally, there should be at some point like, all right. So the man who is getting shirted, all right.
This is getting out of hand.
At some point,
That can't be the commercial.
no. Oh, because
Unless the commercial's gonna be like 10 minutes long.
it has to be its own thing. But the man who is being shirted, I think it really would be funny if, like, from the perspective of the cameraman, like, he's starting to break down and like he starts sobbing and he's crying and you see him like rip a paper towel to start blowing his nose and dry his eyes, and then as he takes it out, it's a shirt, and then shirts.
Okay. I think again, the whole point of this was to start the process. We've got plenty to work with now. Plenty. We have more than we know what to do with.
I would like to see what Mr. Mystic Short sends us. I really would.
It's gonna send us to something he sent us before.
I'm in a commercial. So over my shirts.
Also an option. I mean, I like self-aware meta stuff. Depends on the flow.
No, because I would love to wear a imagine if I'm like on a treadmill and I'm like, hell, I'll sell you the shirt off my back, and I take the like the already sweaty shirt off and throw it at the camera, and I'm just wearing another shirt underneath it. Shirts.
Yeah. Treadmill shirts.
You see?
I'm not gonna write as big as you do.
Mr. Mystic Shirts go, prostitute comes in. What do you want? And the John goes, I want to show you my shirts. Shirts.
Shirtless man with an arm stuck in a vending machine, and the vending machine is full of shit. How do we get a vending machine full of shit?
We need to film one of us with our arms stuck in a vending machine.
Shirtless.
Shirtless.
Reaching for a shirt.
Can it be crudely photoshopped in the shirt in the fucking...
That depends on who edits the video. Whoever edits it decides how... Like, because we're not going to fill a vending machine with shirts.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so good.
Thank you, Lopan. Mystic Shorts, buenas noches. Thank you for the gold, and please, I beg of you, send it to homelesschineseman@gmail.com. We want to make the best commercial possible. All right.
That's such a good idea. Just a shirtless dude stuck.
Just have it poorly shopped in, that like
rolled up shirts. The vending machine just says shirts.
yes. He's in agony.
Oh he wants a shirt. He's stuck.
Sure. Oh, shirts.
The man just wanted. You just pan up, and the vending machine just says shirts.
Please buy and support shirts. Shirts.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna have a lot of those, but like I said, some of these are very ambitious.
We would need a budget.
Yeah. At the very least, like a plan and a way to budget all of this out.
I really do like the idea of someone like heart attack straining on the toilet, and then you hear like a thump, and you hear like something hit the water heavy, and you look at it's just shirts.
Shirt, yeah. We're also gonna need some dummy shirts that we could like basically know we're going to use them for this video, and they're not gonna get sold because they're just gonna get ruined in the process of like being thrown into toilets and blood stained and like,
or like put it in a pizza oven with ink and it
yeah,
comes out
like
and it's
ruin
like,
them. Like we're gonna ruin shirts to make this commercial.
I'm down.
Oh
Yes.
my god. So good. Well, I mean, y'all can keep posting shirt ideas, but I think we've got plenty to work off of.
Hey, Monoxus and I never got a response in terms of how are you doing?
We did get
Alright.
a couple. We got a couple. Who later tried to be trolly, I think. If I'm not mistaken, he was bullshitting and was like, no, that's pretty good. But yeah, now that I think we're done commercial-wise. For now. God knows.
How about it? Can we take an ad break and an intermission?
What do you mean ad break? We don't have actual ads. You know this.
Put another ad break.
There's no ad break. It doesn't work.
Hey, remember when I said you have to wait 7 minutes?
There's a fucking button. It doesn't do anything. Trust, if there was a goddamn ad break, one of these pieces of shit would have been like, yeah, I saw the fucking ad. There's no ads. Twitch is lying.
This round.
This time we're going to start a celebrity promoting our ads. A hand puppet with a shirt comes into frame. Who the fuck do you think we are to bother with those assholes? Shirts. Hey, Nuclear Circus, thank you very much for these.
Nuclear Circus, thank you for chiming on in. We appreciate you joining us to suffer.
Video starts out as a chili making video. Gets to the point you open up a can of beans, but it's a shirt. See, like that's easy to do.
Are you sure?
We open a can, we empty the can of the actual beans, clear it, stuff a shirt in, cut, can open, shirt.
Right then, write that down.
Too many ideas.
But those are the easier ideas, goddammit! Can of shirts? Come on!
Chili can of shirts. Right? Stop with the good ideas. We have too many of them. I'm pretty dead set on the bear trap one.
But we would have to film it in like Astoria Park.
We do Central Park.
Why not Astoria Park?
Because Central Park's more foresty.
Oh, you're right.
Fit for Bill better.
No, we can get foresty in Astoria Park.
Nah. There's not like thick foresty areas. Like the trees are all spread out.
Okay, you're not wrong.
We can hop a fence in Central Park to one of the places where they're like, don't go in here, because badgers or some shit live in here.
But then we would only get one take of screaming at the top of our lungs. Shirts.
I imagine all of these are going to be one take. The whole point is it's going to be shitty.
Because you would really need like blood curdling screams of shirts.
Don't forget, this is still going to be a low production thing. So yeah, I imagine one take, first take. And that's it.
I volunteer to be with the strap on my arm so I could scream at the top of my lungs. I volunteer.
All right.
Shirts.
Well, first we have to film the whole like cut. shirts.
Oh
I'm
my
saying.
sweet
It's
Jesus!
the same thing as the mugging scene. Someone
Put the
walks
sun!
into an alley, and it's just like, I mean, like, how do we even instigate, like, don't move. It's like, turns around, what? Put this on. What?
Shirts.
I just putting the shirt on. Shirts.
But you guys are like frantically putting the shirt on like your life is depending on it.
Meanwhile, we're gonna have to film this on the streets of New York with a knife. Like,
We could film right by like a train station.
We
at,
may
like,
get
3 in
arrested.
the morning.
like we may get arrested.
Oh, one take. One
Yeah,
take.
but that's what I'm saying. One shot, one take, and we keep it. Like, you don't get second chances.
Put it on!
Yeah, because like that's gonna attract people.
Shirts. Can I get in your handwriting? Put it on, just to emphasize.
I'm pretty sure you already fucking.
I write it down anyways.
You wrote it down already.
It's a double reminder.
I'm not doing it again.
I need it. God damn it.
A clip from your stream where something funny happened, but behind in the background is just the word shirts, and it gets bigger and bigger. And the funny part of the clip is about shirts. The shirtless man getting trapped for shirts can be a whole separate segment, or just a shirtless man journey to get shirts. I mean, like, technically, the bear trapped shirt man and the man stuck in the fucking shirt machine, like the shirt vending machine, be the same character. So we have the man who's been shirted and the man who can't get a shirt.
Will there be eventually this arching story of like a guy going on an RPG quest revolving around these shirts?
There are two separate men. There's the man who keeps getting shirted and the man who can't get a shirt. Like, the man who can't get his shirt got bear trapped. The man who can't get his shirt got stuck in the vending machine.
Shirts.
He just wants a shirt, but he keeps getting, like, denied the shirt.
The two genders.
And then, like, the man who has too many and just wants the shirts to stop.
Oh, wait. Shirts.
So now we have to have 3 different sagas. There's the commercial for the shirts. There's the man who has too many shirts and wants it to end. And the man who can't get a shirt but wants one. And now we have to break down all these bits.
You have to write that down. It's a 3-act saga,
Yeah.
right? There's a commercial, the man getting shirted, and the man who cannot get shirted, all right?
Yeah. There's the commercial, there's the shirted man, and there's the naked man. The naked man wants to be shirted, but he can't.
Can the naked man be perpetually terrified?
Sure. 2 characters are the shirt man and the shirted. Yeah, yin and yang. Spy versus spy. The duality of shirts.
The duality of shirt. Oh shit, yes.
There are those who want and can't have, and there are those that have too many. Where do you fit in? Shirts.
Oh,
And there's us selling shirts.
I have a request.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go on an intermission.
Why? Why do
Because
Why do you want an intermission so badly?
you have to send me a transfer of the pictures we took earlier today, and I need to send that. Oh shit!
Nuclear Circus sending over the give me your shirt. It's the fucking weasel.
Yo, that's so good. Oh shit!
Give me your shirt.
Nuclear Circus, can you email that? Please, can you email that to homelesschineseman@gmail.com? Give me yo shit. I need that, alright?
You know, if you were just on Twitter, you'd already have it.
Well, working on the fucking... Well, listen, if we transfer the pictures we took earlier today, and the sooner I get them to AFDH, the sooner the site is up, the sooner I'm back on Twitter, is all I'm saying.
Sounds like a you problem.
Please help me out here. Come on.
I'm gonna save the pictures. I'm just not gonna do it right now while we're on stream. And I'm not gonna intermission.
Okay, fine. He won't intermission. Jesus Christ. Can you put on an ad break?
There's no ads.
Put on another ad.
I'm gonna click the button. It's gonna do nothing.
Click the button.
Clicking the button. Yeah. All right.
All right. See? Oh, it didn't do nothing. A timer went down.
Yeah, but like they're still watching us.
How many people don't have an ad? Chime in. I want to know.
No one has ads. Twitch is lying
How do you know that?
because I don't think anyone's gotten an ad yet.
Okay, then, like, are you getting money from Twitch lying to you?
Maybe.
Uh-oh, wait, me. Wait, we got some ads.
I don't think we got ads.
Milsurp, what ad did you get? Let me know. Thupa, stop pretending like, no, well, I mean, all right, fine. Calm your tits, Danger, all right?
I hit the button. There's no ads. See?
Milsurp,
No ad.
what kind of ads are you getting?
No ad. Add button? No ad.
Wait, click it again.
I can't click it again. There's a cooldown.
All right, it's 5 seconds from now. Click it
No,
again.
because then it's going to go into the 7-minute cooldown.
You don't know that.
Watch.
Ooh. So there's a hidden cooldown. Okay.
So you can't just spam that button. One day Haynes is going to ask for an ad break, and Monoxus puts up one of the shirt ads and mutes the mic. When we do have a commercial, like an actual commercial that we've made, and like Twitch can't strike us for it, bet your ass I'm going to use our commercial as a fucking intermission.
Hey, do you have a torso? Ah! Shirts. I need, no, that has to happen. Like
We have to figure out who's going to edit this. Sit down with them because we have to go over all of these ideas.
Monoxus, you are in much better shape than I am, so I would recommend you in a mask, and you take off your shirt, and you just vanish in absolute screaming, painful, fucking agony into the void.
All right.
And then shirts.
I have no problem being the man who was shirted
Mhm.
if you're the naked man who can't get the shirt.
No, that has to be cameraman.
No. It's gotta be one of us. I'm the man who has too many shirts, and I keep getting shirts thrown at me, and you're the man that just wants a shirt. You don't have to be naked, but it could be like you're wearing a regular shirt with nothing on it, and then it's one of our shirts in the bear trap, and it's like, oh, shirt.
Deal.
Or you're wearing like a tank top.
All right.
Like you wear a tank top the whole time, and you're like, oh, a t-shirt, and then like bear trap. Ah!
And mind you, we're filming in Central Park.
Yeah.
And we get one take. And I scream at the top of my lungs, ah, ah, ah. Shirts.
The same we'll get a vending machine, and you'll just put in the tank, and you'll stick your arm in, and then can't get it out, and then like we'll fucking edit in like shirts.
Okay. But where do we find? Oh, there are vending machines in the laundromat.
Just gotta get stuck in a vending machine. We can find vending machines. That's pretty easy.
Okay.
There are vending machines at the mall.
Okay.
Go to the mall.
Before we get kicked out of the mall,
Yeah, we'll get thrown out of the mall.
we have to get our footage
Yeah.
first.
One take.
Okay.
In a lot of
So-
these situations, we're gonna get one shot, and then we're gonna get either thrown out or like
Asked to leave.
arrested or fined.
No, I think we're asked to leave at
Yeah.
first.
Wearing a stained Hanes shirt. Ugh.
What kind of stained Hanes shirt are you wearing, buddy?
There's a lot of them now.
Listen, they broke containment. And I am a little glad that that brand of green doesn't fuck with the green screen kind of green, and where you're not
It depends
quite...
on the lighting. Like, I can make it fuck with it.
I have a question. On the lower left-hand corner of your shirt, where like the green is super prominent, does that clip more than the rest of the green?
Yes.
Can it? It does.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
It's closer to the actual green screen.
Because here's the thing. All right.
So it's like, I mean, like, all right, can you put it on thick like that?
Yes. Here's why.
Because I feel like that would look better.
Super secret shirt making lore. All right. So what you're wearing right now is the end result of putting paint on a screen, scraping it down with a thing, and then lifting it and then ironing it. Now, sometimes there is an excess of paint, and that is what allows colors to come out richer than usual.
Sure.
Usually you see it in the dummy shirt where the paint bleeds out on the side. But the point is, for something like the Respect Troops shirt, I try to get it as neat as possible, but if I let the paint settle and dry before I iron it, it ends up getting a richer, lighter tone. So I made that shirt in haste, but a teeny tiny bit of the paint escaped scrutiny. So it is possible to make an entire Respect Troops shirt where it's all green screen fucking green.
But you have to like let it sit.
Yes.
You can't like hand iron it.
Well, sometimes you would have to let it sit and then put another coat of paint on it after you iron it and then build on it, so you can do that.
And like layer it over.
That is an option, yes.
Okay, good to know. So you can get like vibrant green and not like dark green.
Well, you have a problem with dark green?
I do. It's not vibrant enough.
Oh, excuse me.
I want my shirt to be layered.
This fucking guy.
All right. I want like raised text.
Oh, you mean like the 3D effect?
I want the kind of thing that when I put it in the dryer, it ruins the shirt because it starts to melt.
I'm not gonna lie. I am a little bit proud of 3D effects on text that I get, and where I have to do another one over, and it builds on the pre-existing dried paint. So it kind of like on a, where is it? Oh no, this is a one over. Never mind. The point is, sometimes I'm like, it's okay to be infected because like I'm still trying to figure out why, but the text comes out fucked up sometimes, which it is beyond my fucking comprehension why I'm having so many problems with this fucking screen. But that's why I had to fucking deactivate Twitter, because I need to work on this fucking screen. All right.
Okay.
So, and listen, ladies and jerks, if you think I'm fucking kidding with you, that is harder to put on a fucking shirt
Because of the fine details.
than most other fucking things I've
It's
had
kind
to
of
put on
how
a
like
shirt.
you have to paint the mouth in.
Sometimes I have to. Sometimes I have to do a fucking second over to make sure the mouth and the fangs and the fucking, like, it comes out proper, all right? But then comes the fucking text and getting 718 TV right here. That's some bullshit. Who highlighted the message?
I was Nuclear Circus saying for Haynes, he just wants a shirt because wears a Haynes shirt that is stained. I think he's talking about the whole why you want the shirt thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like, part of the appeal is that every shirt is Hanes.
Oh, I think he means the character.
Oh,
The naked man who wants a shirt.
well, I mean,
He
like,
just wants the stained Hanes. And he's just wearing a regular shirt.
so can he be? How about this? Can he be at his wit's end, frantically trying to join this fraternity of secret learned elders, and like, no.
I mean,
So-
I like the idea that he's a shirtless man. And worst case scenario, we just, blur out your nudity.
He has no logo,
He has no shirt.
and he's screaming and pleading, and like, no
He
shirts.
just wants a shirt. And on the other side, there's the man who doesn't want any more shirts. He has too many shirts.
I really like the idea of a woman taking off a shirt and throwing it at you,
And shirt.
and another shirt, and another shirt, and you're slowly being buried in shirts, and then eventually it's like, shirts.
Like it's torture. Like the shirted man is just being, I don't know, it's like he's in hell and his punishment is shirts.
Can you go to like a restaurant and you're like, hey, can I get 2 slices of pepperoni, all done to go? And you're like, oh yeah, sure. And then like, instead of giving you a box of 2 slices, which should be the 8x10 box, instead of giving you a box, they just hand you a shirt. Shirts.
I still like the pizza idea.
Oh, like fucking up a shirt deliberately? Yes, we have to fuck shirt ups.
Ink into oven. Shirt. In fact, it doesn't even have to be a shirt that gets fucked up. We could go out of our way to be like spreads out like cotton, and then like ink.
And just put the frame on for like formality.
Yeah, just pops it off.
It puts it in the oven.
Yeah.
Like, yes, write that down. Write that down. Put the frame in the oven. All right, no. Write that down. Put the frame in the oven.
Where do I even find this?
You gotta keep turning right.
Yeah, I gotta find the fucking pizza bit. That's Bear Trap.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Just put cotton.
Hold on, how did you afford that?
Oh no, that's the beginning. That's the very beginning you're looking at right there.
Where the hell was the pizza idea?
I don't think I wrote it down.
Well, why did you not write the pizza idea?
Listen, I've been busy, my friend. All right, I might have written it down. I'd like to think I have.
Oh no, there it is. Pizza oven.
There you go. You see? Shirts.
What a mess. Coffee break is over, Haynes. Let's get the mask back on and knock off the funny business. You're being chastised by chat.
Oh no, you mean I'm being chastised by Kool-Aider, not by chat.
That's chat.
No, that's Kool-Aider.
Kool-Aider's part of chat.
Alright, but Kool-Aider's being uppity, alright?
You don't get to decide who's being uppity and who isn't.
Listen, I need to shave my goddamn beard, alright? So, like, this is between me and my beard, not you, Kool-Aider, alright?
I'm just saying, like, you don't get to decide that. A detective chases down a robe cultist down an alley. He catches the guy, pulls off the I'm sorry, what? Pulls off the robe. It's just a pile of shirts. Shirts the whole time.
What, like a fucking sentient pile of shirts?
I guess. I mean, by that logic, we can also have a moment where someone's, like, making a deal with the devil. Like, the actual devil. And it's just like, please, please, you have to help me. I will. For what? Shirt.
No! But it has to be screaming at the top of, like, no! Shirts. Like,
that shirt.
no! Write that down. No. I mean it. Listen, we need to film in a proper location where I could scream at the top of my lungs, no! Because I have to give the devil my shirt. Please, we need to film this. And I have to scream no at the very top of my lungs. This has to happen. All right, thank you. But can you play the devil with the horns and the teeth?
Yeah, I gotta get prosthetics and shit. Like, there's Halloween shops though. We're gonna need a budget. That's all.
Well, how do we? Okay. How about cameraman is I'm like help me help me send shirts out there. Like give me your shirt. No, it's cameraman asking me.
That's fair.
Okay, we could do that.
Yeah, we can make that happen. I mean, he has to work with us, but yeah.
How do we? Okay.
Shit, it doesn't even have to be the devil. It could be a bargain for anything, and your shirt.
It could be cameraman.
It could be with the fucking post office. I'd like to send this package out. Okay, so you just gotta pay for shipping and postage. Okay, how much? That shirt. What? That shirt. Can't be serious. I want that shirt.
I think the women at the post office are sick of my shit at this point. I don't know if they're down with that.
Okay.
They are so sick of my shit. No, I'm very sorry. Listen, like ladies at the fucking post office at fucking Ditmars between like Ditmars and 23rd. I'm sorry if you're sick of my bullshit, but people want the shirts. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm very sorry.
We can figure it out. Point is, we have options. We have too many options.
We have to get a two. Okay, fine. Considering the amount of gold that we have received,
yes.
I will acquiesce 2 minutes.
Oh no, we're gonna film as much as humanly possible.
Right. Hello. But for the website, 2
also,
minutes
to
or
be
less.
fair, some of this, depending on the editor that we get, we don't need a budget if the editor can put things in post.
Right.
In fact, I would rather pay a good editor a good chunk of money to edit everything the way we want it than to go out and do practical budget nonsense.
Right.
which gets expensive.
You mean film on location?
Yes,
Okay.
because I think that will also add to the choppy nature of it.
I could get behind it.
You know what I mean? Like, if it's done in post, it's cheaper, first of all, and it looks shittier, which is kind of the angle of the whole, like, 80s crappy commercial nonsense
Mm-hmm.
versus, like, going out and doing practical. But we can figure it out. We have time. We have time. And now we have to figure out this. We have to compile what we want.
Run another ad.
It does, they don't. Doesn't do anything, but okay. All right, Hayes. Put your mask back on so I can go to the bathroom.
All right, fine.
No intermission, no breaks.
No intermission, you fucking stunad. All right, fine.
We're already almost at that 3-hour mark. It's too late for an intermission. All right?
Look at.
It's too late.
I refuse, but I will still comply. Now fucking hang on. Keep your pants on, all right? Jerks.
My pants are on.
I'm not. I don't even have my fucking mask on.
Yeah,
Call
you
me
do.
fucking
Right there.
tits. It's not even on properly.
He's
you
lying,
fucking-
everyone. The mask is on. He just has to tie it because his mask comes with tying things. Also, don't forget, you got to get Mandy carved to your head.
That's right. At the end of October, all
I'm
right?
just saying, don't forget that's a thing. You don't get out of that.
No, don't worry. Listen, ladies and
I'm just
gents.
letting chat know we haven't forgotten.
At the end of October, I will get Mandy carved into the side of my head, as per the Twitch chat poll had dictated earlier on one of these streams. So we appreciate you chiming in here at twitch.tv/Monoxus, where you too can chime in and talk shit in real time. All right. So Monoxus didn't want an intermission, and here he is being a jerk. And evidently, I mean, he could want a drinky poop, but shh, that is neither here nor there to converse. All right. So, heat rash is no excuse. You have to take it up with fucking Queen Sex Man, all right? Guys doing laundry, puts pants in, only shirts comes out. All right, not bad, not bad. All right, Nuclear Circus. Thupa goes, make it like that lost footage horror movie, like it's filmed at night from the security camera point of view, and its shirt is sleeping, and the shirtman appears and stands silently over. Then, static cut. The shirtless man is now stuffing more shirts into the cupboard of the. Why must you turn this into a circus of suffering and pain, Thupa? Shirts. Get shirts on your head. Welcome back, Haynes. Hey, listen, I've been here the whole time. I just deactivated on Twitter. Calm your tits, alright, Kool-Aid? Get shirts on your head instead of Mandy. Oh, now that is an interesting proposal that I would like to spring upon chat. Instead of Mandy, shirts? Well, we're going to have to confine Monoxus when he returns. But instead of Mandy, shirts. Alright, Thupa, you win this round. So, a living taco goes, there's a spider in the room. You're going to have to pinpoint and specify exactly where. And even if that were the case, I, for one, am not for killing spiders. Because when you kill a spider, it does terrible things to your luck. Spiders belong to Ochun. She is the intermediary between God and man. Her domain is the river, fertility, gold, quite a number of things actually. The pumpkin and honey belongs to her. Anyways, she's explicitly tied to the Catholic Church as La Calidad del Cobre, in where you taste honey in front of her, because they tried to poison her shit. So when you taste honey in front of her, it's basically going, I didn't poison the thing I gave you. So, that being said, you know, the spiders, they belong to Ochun. Shh. So you shouldn't fuck with them. I mean, granted, like if I'm in Australia and some shit were on the line, yeah, I'd have to kill a spider to keep going in life. The FPS MMORPG, where PvP is on 24/7, and the fucking resolution is amazing. But in spite of this, the spiders, I really can't fuck with them directly. So you're gonna have to specify just a little bit more, please and thank you. Tampage goes, Haynes with the library voice. I mean, I'm just waiting for fucking Monoxus to show back up after fucking picking a fight with the local yokels outside, and then he's gonna squat a double wide trailer. He's gonna lap 4 times around the block for a little bit of cardio and come back. Like nothing ever happened. So Milliserp goes, the shirted man enters the door. It's a FedEx UPS guy. I need you to sign here. Guy goes to sign. Second delivery guy starts wheeling in the deli stacked with boxes. Cut the shirt. Man standing in the living room surrounded by boxes up to the ceiling. Boxes everywhere. He opens one shirt. Even in his quiet moments of thought and private moments of reflection, what ends up unfolding like a lotus through the fucking mud ends up becoming shirts. It's fucking terrible. Tampage goes, nah, I like it. Alright, Tampage, you two can chime in. But in regards to this nonsense, you have been chiming in. And I appreciate therapy too. Why are you not trolling forums from fucking web to like shining web as therapy too? Alright? That is the best screen name I have ever heard in the history of anything ever. And the last time I heard a screen name that good was New Folder 2, and it even had the parentheses inside and outside the 2. Ah, therapy 2. Right. That's going in the thread when I eventually make my decrepit return to this platform where the people do the thing with the talk holes on the clickety-clack and the thumbs on the screen. So thank you for chiming on here at twitch.tv/Monoxus, where you too can join in public access television, the 21st century. So Monoxus, the gentleman, the man, Queen Sex Man himself, behind this stream, is currently going in the little Queen Sex Man's room. For all I know, he's picking a fight with townies. He might even be doing some ridiculous fucked up Genghis Khan bullshit, and where he gets shot off of his fucking horse. And then he goes like, that was a really good shot. So at the end of the fight, he ends up prisoners. And then he was like, were you the guy who shot me off my fucking horse? And he was like, yeah. And then he joins him for the rest of fucking eternity. Shirts.
Shirts!
So you heard it here first, folks.
Shout out to Grip Shot for posting shit from his damn phone.
Hey, listen, Grift Shot. Gracias por tu consideración. Chiming in if and when you can. Also, for real, thank you for being here.
Griff?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean, like, he too has been quite pivotal in not only what you're wearing, as a matter of fact, but you see,
But what all of you will be wearing soon in the shirt timeline, where everyone has a shirt.
yes. So you too,
Whether or not you buy it or we trap you in a bear trap, you will wear a shirt.
even if you try to ignore it, you're gonna turn the corner and you know what you'll find?
Someone with a cannon that shoots shirts.
Sure.
Blasting you with a shirt. You're gonna wear their shirts and you're gonna like it.
Oh, what dungeon crawler nonsense do you have prepared already? Yeesh.
I'm just, I'm just leaning into it. That's all.
Hmm.
You'll wear the shirt and you're gonna like it.
Whether you want it or not, shirts.
Shirts.
So Tampage goes, them look like Greek tobacco. Oh yeah, you're not wrong. You see, because this was duty-free tobacco, like dispensed by a guy named Vincent Goodwill, who told me that, like, hey, if you kill an abortionist, it's just a clump of cells. So like, you're a bigger clump of cells than they are, so it doesn't matter if you kill them. That's who gave me that tobacco, Vincent Goodwill. And Vincent Goodwill also
Oh, don't
said,
worry, Milsurf. I remember. That's where I got it from. Your drive-by shirt can thing. Hell yeah. And if you don't buy a shirt when the website's up and the shirt ad goes up, especially if you haven't bought a shirt yet, and you haven't sent an image to this man or me, someone's gonna find you and they're gonna shoot you with a shirt.
Listen, if you didn't give something to homeless Chinese man at gmail.com, I'll be waiting under your bed with a fucking piss bottle and a thermos full of coffee and 3 copies of Mad magazines from the fucking late 80s, early 90s,
And most
and a
importantly,
sandwich, and I'll wait until you fucking sleep, and then I can wreak havoc on your disgusting fucking card of houses live. Fucking cards stacked up like they're nonsense, and then
most
just
importantly,
like that.
he will have a shirt.
Shirts.
A shirt that you can't avoid. What if we just do a bit where we just make somebody wear a shirt? I mean, like, it's bottom of the barrel and it's simple.
Prod him and force him to wear a shirt.
No, but just like, I mean, like, we would have to, like, real time pick one of the people who are with us when we're filming, and if they're like, and then we just, like, fucking grab them and, like, turn the shirt off.
Cut to him struggling as we're trying to put the shirt on him.
we all just, like, even if I'm the one where it's like, oh, we're putting a shirt on Monoxus, and you fucking, and just make me wear a shirt.
I have a request.
Yeah.
Would you be against me and someone else, like, and it could be like 10 good seconds of like you struggling and we're trying to get the shirt.
Yeah,
And, like, and
exactly.
even okay, so first we're getting the shirt, and then it's halfway on. And then you're clearly fighting and
Yeah.
struggling, and the shirt is like almost all off, and we're trying to get like
hitting me and like
right, like forearm on the like fucking front,
Yes,
and
exactly.
getting and then eventually
Exactly.
like we're posing with the shirt, and you're just standing there like this like shell shock thing. Shirts,
just
like,
mad, just like just
yeah,
shirts.
and like yeah, and, like everyone's having a great time except you.
The shirted man.
Yes.
You will wear this shirt.
And it's just it's like no, and I'm putting the shirt over you like
Pinned as someone's pulling it. Fighting. Yeah. No.
or like pairs of hands holding
Yeah,
you
like
down
6
like
people just.
yes.
Like a whole room full of people just pinning me down. Saying, like, you will wear the shirt. Again, basic.
Shirts.
It costs nothing. It's kind of funny.
Forcing you to wear this shirt.
You will wear the shirt. Oh, I think this whole thing is gonna be as like poorly 80s edited as humanly possible, Hoopa.
Hold on. Forearm on throat. Okay, and then group shot. Shirts.
And everyone else is like, yeah! And I'm just. In fact, like everyone who pinned me down and put the shirt on is like, shirt, 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 shirt.
Hold on. Shirts. Chance. Okay. I would love to set that up. I think. Okay. Honestly, realistically
That's also a
speaking,
good opportunity just to get all of the affiliate homies in. So
we could.
it's almost like a who's done it of like, how many of these motherfuckers do you recognize? You know what I mean?
Right.
As they chant shirts.
And we can all be wearing shirts, and then like shirts, and this man is in fucking agony as we're all like, you know, USA, USA, but shirts wise, so it's all like shirts, 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 because we don't know any better, because of all the sinking ships in the world, like ours is the best one. Sorry, Canada. Eventually, we are going to take British Columbia, and it's going to be American Columbia. Because if China tries to invade America, it's going to be through Canada. That's all I have to say about that.
I actually kind of like that cool later. Get a random Asian guy wearing one of your shirts and say, he's Hideo Kojima.
Yes.
Hideo Kojima wears our shirts.
Shirts. Him out of context wearing a shirt.
No,
Shirts.
just anyone we can find who's Asian and will wear the shirt. Hideo Kojima wears our shirts. Shirts. It's not Hideo Kojima.
Some guy in Canal Street, like.
Shirt. Can you put this on? In fact, the less English the man speaks, the better, just so he doesn't know what's going on.
That's awful and incredible at the same time.
Please don't sue. Hideo Kojima loves our shirts.
Shirts over sharts. Oh, listen. I for one don't want to gamble on farts, and I for one have never gambled on shits. All right, listen. That is a whole different category of cowboy I can't relate to. But listen, Sharts, listen. The worst part of existence is thinking it was a fart and it wasn't. All right, watching the shirted man. All right, listen, Nuclear Circus. You leave cameraman out of this fucked up cycle of suffering and misery. All right.
Uh-oh. We got a rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
It's a one-off.
All right.
I'm gonna throw paper. 1, 2, 3, 2.
And he said he would throw paper, so I took his word for it.
I'm not a liar.
Kool-Aider, are you keeping track? You need to let us know. All right. So, ladies and jerks, we had originally intended to get 1.5 to 2 minutes of material, and now we thank you
Now we have hours of material.
for giving us gold for this fucked up mythology you've spawned in chat, and we really appreciate that. So if and when we do end up finding a budget and where we can fulfill the dreams that you and us have felt today.
Oh no, a good half of that is well within budget.
Oh no, but there is some ridiculous, ambitious bullshit.
Oh no, there's a few, but like something as simple as like the guy in the alley, and it's like, don't fucking move. And it's like, oh god, what do you want? Give me my money. Put this on. What? Like that's easy.
And then quick shot, he's in it, and like shirts,
Sleeves, shirts. Like that's. There's no budget to that. We're using a knife, a knife in an alley.
like a kitchen knife out of context.
I got knives all over the fucking room.
All right.
So like,
So
yeah, we could handle that. What else? I mean, like, there's a ton in there.
I'm just gonna remind ourselves, knives. A reminder, all right, ladies and jerks.
Oh yeah, that's an easy one. There's a couple in there that don't require a proper budget. They just require some like intuitive
And first
angles
take and keep
like
it.
yeah. I mean like bear trap hard, but like and again the guy fading away, that's editing. That's a dissolve on a person. Like you have to like cut them and then dissolve, but like it can be done.
Slow motion into the green screen.
And all we have to do is give the person like a neutral shot of like where they fade away from. So they just fade to the shot where there isn't somebody in the shot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, here's the scene. So this is what you're going to fade to. And then stand in it. And then they just have to fucking cut and fade them. Like it's tedious, but it's not out of budget.
Okay, all right, I could take your word for that. Now, however, all right, we still have to distinguish between these 3 ridiculous mythologies that have been pushed forth.
The shirt commercial, the shirted man, and the unshirted.
So for the shirt commercial itself,
Yes.
I really do like the idea though, because they're easy things we can eat. They're easy things we can do. Like for example,
That's what I'm saying, Thuba. Like it's not super hard. It's just static blank plate shot where it's just the background and then put the person there and then like have them do the whole shirt comes off and then we cut to the blank shot and then you fade them and then dissolve.
I really would like to have a footage of somebody.
Mike has tinny sounding.
Oh well, like squeeze me, Kool-Aider.
Tinny.
First time chat viewer. Who would win in a fight between a shark wearing a jetpack or a beaver wearing a chainsaw? No, listen, the shark wearing a jetpack would be wounded, but not mortally wounded by a fucking beaver wearing a chainsaw, because the beaver dropped in an aquatic sort of setting, and where the fucking shark in it of itself can function properly will not be able to fucking hold up against the fucking, for lack of a better term, a tiger in the water. So no, my bet would have to be on the fucking shark. You Monoxus?
Shark probably deads that beaver in a bite. A bite.
Is the chainsaw even on?
Here's the thing. I have 2 problems with your question.
If they're in the water, the chainsaw cannot be on.
I have 2 problems with your question. 1, beavers don't know how to use chainsaws. 2, sharks don't know what chainsaws are, therefore they're not scared of them.
Deal.
So,
All right, so listen, beaver
you
fucking
strapped a chainsaw to a beaver, and the beaver does not know how to wield it.
beaver burger is on the menu, but unfortunately without the fries or the deluxe. So
The
I'm
shark
sorry.
doesn't know that it should be scared of a chainsaw, nor does the chainsaw seem threatening because the beaver can't wield it. It does not have thumbs. The shark wins.
All right, you heard it here first, folks.
Mm. And Cute Skeleton sent you an email, apparently.
At homelesschineseman@gmail.com.
Possibly.
Please, Acute Skeleton, let me know where you sent this. Listen, is it nonsense? Are you pitching t-shirt commercial ideas? You let me know.
Cute Skeleton says, I'm gonna get you.
All right, Cute Skeleton. Listen, if you think you could square away with me in the pit of death, I just swept the pit of death, all right?
I don't know if I should be threatened by a Cute Skeleton.
Chances are a Cute Skeleton is probably like some sort of fucked up level 24 necromancer who had fucking traversed from the alternate timeline where the Confederacy won the Civil War, and like the eyes of fear like played into
You know what Cute Skeleton reminds me of?
Hmm.
Something being in your bones.
Oh, that's true,
Like
because
having a cute skeleton, you know what I mean? Like only one type of person in the world from a genetic makeup probably has a cute skeleton.
so listen, 718 TV,
It's in your bones.
it is in your bones. You know what else is in your bones? Even though that there are people.
I also love that this shirt, like when we're sitting here, just says respect.
It's a really good Aretha Franklin song. Are you fucking kidding me? Bro,
Except, yeah.
can somebody find Respect by Aretha Franklin? Help us out, all right? It's a really good song. Are you kidding me? It is one of the most empowering things in the fucking world. You think you're above that? You are totally not above that, all right?
I just want to know what's the fucking email you got from Cute Skeleton.
Watch
I'm
it.
confused. Also, insane, awesome, Cute Skeleton. Thanks for swinging on by. I haven't seen a follow yet. Click that fucking follow button because it doesn't do anything, but I like making people do it, so do it.
You know what you have to do? You have to click the add button.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it. I will not be pressured into doing a thing that has no purpose.
all right. I'm gonna click the add button.
It doesn't do anything.
Look at what you're doing, all right?
You
Because
don't
a
have to do
cute
it.
skeleton you have not followed. Now I will subject you all to ads.
Except it doesn't work. The add button does not work. It does nothing. There are no ads.
I'm doing my part.
Thank you.
I'm doing my
Cute
part.
Skeleton.
I'm doing my part.
You're doing your part.
All right.
There you go.
Now, cute skeleton, you did your part, and now we're just gonna have to fucking deal with the fucking ad break.
There's no
But
ad.
thank you for doing your
There's
part.
no ad.
All right.
But yeah, I'm sorry, Insane Awesome, for shutting down your absolutely stupid question. I appreciate it. Although, again, you're really giving beavers too much credit for being able to wield chainsaws. If beavers could wield chainsaws, they'd make much better dams.
And if beavers were like proficient in chainsaws, then ideally they can cut down these logs and build better dams. Right?
Just
I know, but because
yeah,
they're
and it's hot too.
well, they're in the fucking field, not in the water, but in the fucking woods. It's a different fucking Metal Gear
Also,
Solid
we're-
bullshit beaver nonsense, no mini map. Like, Colonel Snake, you have to fucking cut down the tree. And then you have to fight some guy who you fucking crossed paths with in fucking Vietnam, even though you're a beaver.
Also, to counter my own logic loophole points, it was a shark with a jetpack, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming we're meaning like a functioning jetpack, not like a RoboCop 3 jetpack
Perhaps.
that just like kind of like shoddily moves around, right? It's kind of a flying shark, right?
Mhm.
It's kind of OP. I
You're not wrong. Do you have a light?
mean, like that I still need it.
Of course, look at this man. He cannot tell a lie like fucking George Washington chopping
my
down
lighter.
a cherry tree.
All my lighters are in that cup over there. And 50% of those lighters are stolen from Flank the Tank.
Shout outs to Flank the Tank and fucking Lopan for chiming in on a fucking Saturday night. Ladies and jerks, if you are chiming in here at twitch.tv/Monoxus, thank you for the best 21st century public access television. It is made possible with the Pointy Stick Foundation and skewers like you. All right. So thank you.
You satisfied?
I am very fucking satisfied.
Are you happy with that? Happy with your skewers joke? Now I'm gonna put something in chat that actually matters.
Oh, now you've got him grabbing the fucking paper towels. Look at him. Oh no, he's all besides himself with the fucking mildly offensive respect troops shirt.
What?
Look at
What do
what
you mean
you're
mildly
doing.
offensive shirt?
Because like it is only the where the fucking paint shows up double hard.
No, but how's it offensive?
Oh, well. I mean, some people have found it offensive. I would say.
What's offensive about respecting troops?
I mean, you let me know why a drop shipping company would think it's fucking offensive to discuss, like, you know, more than a little more than half the army being black and Latino. All right, is all I'm saying.
Who would win a battle to the death amongst cereal mascots? That is a trick question because the answer is, and let me get the proper cereal name just so I don't speak out stupidly. Is this the right one?
What, the Kaboom Clown?
No, what?
There is a cereal called Kaboom.
Okay,
And the
no,
cereal
I'm
mascot-
correct. All right. It's the Raisin Bran mascot, who's the fucking son, but alive.
All right.
Okay? The fucking son.
Well,
Like a living, almost anthropomorphic sun that can move around.
and it delivered these 5 raisins that played music for you to buy their fucking cereal.
Yeah, it's the Raisin Bran sun. Because it's the sun, but it can move and it's alive.
No, wait. Is it okay? Goth
It just
Goth
gets-
Hippie
It
Panda.
gets near you and you just burn to death.
Goth Hippie Panda. Is it the sun or a sun?
No, it's like, you know, like people draw.
There's a difference.
You know, people draw like the sun here on Earth, and it's like the orange spiky ball.
Right.
It's that, but with eyes and a mouth and hands,
I don't know.
and it can
Because
give you 2 scoops. Because it's got 2 scoops of raisins.
only if you're a morning person.
Doesn't? It's the fucking sun.
Touche.
Even if it's another star, it's a fucking star that can move next to you. Like heat and radiation, you die.
Even red dwarfs that are exploding have nothing on the fucking 2
And-
scoops of fucking.
You want it like even if you were to be like other fucking mascots, right? Let's talk about magical beings. You've got like Count Chocula, who's a fucking vampire, and like Lucky the goddamn like leprechaun,
Mhm.
right? It's the sun.
Is it a sun? The sun?
It is a ball of hot plasma that when you get within a certain range of it, the radiation and heat destroys everything near it.
But there's more than one.
Nothing can survive within close proximity of a star. And this is a star that can move towards you and just engulf you.
This is some nonsense Star Fox physics that you are now like.
I didn't make the fucking mascot up. It's just a fucking sun. It's a star.
Look at this guy who is not a PhD in astrophysics who is trying to fucking figure out how like Star Fox endgame bosses
He can
turn
give you
into
2
the fucking
scoops.
sun.
It can though. He's got 2 of them.
All right.
It's a star with like it
You're
is
not
a
wrong.
it is a sentient star. That's busted. With 2 scoops.
And it sets off car alarms if it lands wrong.
All right, the sun can't beat Booberry. I mean, but Booberry can't do anything. So like, by the logic of Booberry's already dead, that means Booberry can be like, "Ooh, I'm shifting things around your house."
If we're gonna be discussing cereal
Also,
mascots,
if we're playing by like D&D rules, all undead are weak to radiant and fire damage. I would argue the sun is radiant and fire because it's plasma and not actually like heat based, but it radiates heat.
wait. Now hang on. Once upon a time in the 90s, there was a cereal called Kaboom. And what Kaboom is best known for are 2 things.
I'm not giving you a tie on Booberry.
No. Listen, Goth Hippie Panda. This is what's gonna happen.
In fact, arguably, I don't believe in ghosts. Ghosts always come out at night when it's dark. That is a sun. You can't exist in the light.
Number 1.
Blueberry loses.
First of all, Kaboom was a cereal released in the 90s, and it's like
Not 17. If you can find that shit, post it, and I will change my answer to the obscure Christian cereal where a god is the fucking mascot.
Number one, all right? First of all, kaboom. It was a clown. And when you ate the cereal, number two, your shit turned hockey puck black mixed with green. And it was the most ridiculous thing in the world
That
ever.
sounds horrible.
But the fucking cereal was so delicious. It really was. So, unless you are pitching for some sort of kaboom alliance, I'm really sorry, but
Cute
whatever it is.
skeleton, you are like first we got like the brighter the light, the darker the shadow. That's some Kingdom Hearts level nonsense. And then the boy, my African American.
Is that Space Jam reach? What is that?
No, like brighter light, darker the shadow. Oh no, that's some like weird. That's a quote from something. I can guarantee that.
Come on, cough it up. Where's
Native
the OC
Mycelium.
from?
Was that a link you just tried to post? Link it on Twitter.
Not 17. You're gonna have to meet us halfway. So please
Okay.
excuse us.
There you go, got Hippie Panda. We're taking the sun out of the equation.
Okay.
Now we have a fight, presumably, right? No gods. How about that? I'm gonna go with Count Chocula because he's a fucking vampire.
Lucky Charms because he's got the fucking pot of gold and luck fucks with everything.
Vampire though.
Mm,
Also, for a dude who's really lucky, he gets his shit stolen a lot.
that's damn.
So
All right.
like, I don't know.
You're not wrong. All right. All right.
If we're going off of lore, he's not very lucky.
So your money's on Count Chocula,
He is still a vampire.
but he's not a fucking
He isn't, like, going through-
malevolent vampire.
But presumably he has vampiric abilities like the strength, the resilience, hypnotism, flight, longevity. Like even a fucking
the cool ass manner.
even a fucking anthropomorphic tiger can't fight a vampire. It doesn't matter. A vampire could squash a fucking tiger. It doesn't matter if it's fucking anthropomorphic or not. He still has vampire strength. He's a
That's true.
supernatural being.
And he could also drain its fucking life essence and become stronger.
Well, let's just assume Count Chocula doesn't eat life essence. He eats chocolate, right? He's still a vampire, though. So if you're going to throw hands with him, he's still vampire strong. He's just not going to eat you.
He just wants to conquer Germany for all of the fucking chocolate. they
Yeah,
have.
something like that. But, like, I mean, Count Chocula's kind of busted.
Count Chocula has chocophilic.
Sanguiforia? I can leave it. He's still a vampire, but for chocolate.
Oh, cool.
So, like, I don't know. I mean, like, because, like, so who else is there? So you got, like, Tony,
Mm-hmm.
who's just, like, let's math it out. He's
All right.
just a tiger.
Run
Still strong.
ad break.
Stop with the ad break.
Do it again.
He's just a tiger, right?
Say it again.
Lucky is the unlucky fucking mascot. Okay, go ahead. Frankenberry versus Count Chocula. I think that depends on, like, all right, so that becomes a matter of, like, what your lore goes off of. From what I understand, and I'm going off of, like, classic Universal style monsters, the Frankenstein monster wasn't that strong.
Well, Blueberry, I think, was kind of mildly useless.
He's just a ghost. Ghosts can't do anything. He's not a demon.
Poltergeist.
He's not a poltergeist. He's a fucking ghost.
He's not a geist.
He's a ghost.
He's a ghost.
Like, even in, like, the commercials, he doesn't do shit.
Hmm.
He's a goofy ghost.
Damn. All right.
By the same logic of Count Chocula,
He's
has-
the goofy
has
ghost.
the core vampiric abilities, which core vampire is like super strength, super senses, turning into animals, heightened the heightened age, like that kind of like damn near immortality, right?
Right.
That's just core vampire. Like that's not stretching. That's just vampire.
Sure.
The fucking Blueberry would be like, okay, what's a standard ghost? It's a spirit. It can haunt things. Are you scared of it? Great, it has power over you. Do you not care? It's just like a specter.
But what is it haunting?
I don't know. Cereal? Breakfast?
Whole milk.
Whatever.
It's haunting whole milk, preventing you from the best fucking breakfast experience you could possibly have. All right.
I keep not doing the ad break. He keeps doing it. But you know what? I'm probably going to get paid, so I don't care. But the point is,
What's going on with the ad break?
apparently someone got an ad.
Who
So-
got an ad?
I don't know. I see like but not 17 said ads, motherfucker. I assume that means there was an ad somewhere.
Hey, listen, the only people that have more luck than the Irish is the fucking devil.
But like
all right?
Lucky, like that's my thing. If Lucky had actual luck in his ads, I'd be like, yeah, he's got like supernatural abilities. Lucky gets robbed constantly by children. Like kids show up and they're like, "Yo, what's up? Give me your fucking cereal." And he's like, "Stop! No, my cereal!" And you're like, "Fuck you, Lucky." Like that's it.
And here he is, fiending for the next time he could possibly get as close as he can to it.
Okay. Either way, the point is like I can't give him any credit. At
Luck-
least Tony the fucking Tiger is a giant tiger man, so like he can still fuck you up.
You would like to think he would fight in self-defense back at his shit being stolen like fucking Lucky.
But he could fight. The same way like Captain Crunch, he still has a ship, and that ship is canonically had cannons on it. So like he could put up a fight.
Right? Even though
He could cannonball Tony before he even got on the ship.
even though Captain Crunch has been long overdue to be Admiral Crunch,
Yeah.
he was like fast and loose. And every time fucking Captain Crunch went to the fucking Navy Review Board, they were like, "God damn it, Captain Crunch, one more of your crazy antics and you're off the force." And Captain Crunch boarded on insubordination, but he got results.
Yeah.
All right? And because of that, he never ended up becoming Admiral Crunch. But even that, Captain Crunch would not lay down in this fucking bullshit. All right?
Yeah, I know. Well, the point is, so there's a lot of cereal mascots that have like no abilities. They can't fight. Like fucking Trix Rabbit.
Don't you think Captain Crunch can't fucking call in favors from like the fucking Coast Guard
Okay.
and like the fucking American Navy
Let's
and like
let's stretch this as far as it possibly can go, right?
Mhm.
Captain Crunch can call in favors. Vampire.
all right, so first of all, like if Captain Crunch can call in favors, he knows somebody in Interpol. So there's gotta be someone.
Hold on. Like you said,
Mhm.
he's not good with people because he should have been promoted, but he's a piece of shit.
Right.
So like, he can't call in good favors.
He could call in inquiries. All right.
Right.
So.
So under that logic, maybe. But if we're gonna give Captain Crunch the ability to call in favors from the military,
But he has been overdue to be fucking Admiral
Oh.
Crunch for 20 years.
what I'm saying is, if Captain Crunch gets to use his assets as a military professional,
Mhm.
Count Chocula now gets access to like vampire spawns and the rest of his crew, which includes the Frankenstein monster and ghosts.
Right.
Which, although not super effective, like if the crew of Captain Crunch's ship are like dealing with a vampire, or we go during the sun, like when the sun's
They'll
up,
soak up all the damage
and then like the Frankenstein's monster is guarding the coffin, and it's like, what's up? They'll fucking
and Count
swing.
Chocula fucking takes 0 damage. All right.
Also, to be fair, in the original Dracula, like the sun wasn't that big of a deal. That's like newer shit.
Too short.
You had to actually, like, I mean, like the sun could kill him, but like he could cover and be like, I'm fine. It's not like a thing where it's like, oh god, no, I could like cover up, like I'm gonna fucking like travel between buildings and go. You know, it's not like the sun touches the cloth he's wearing. It's like, ah!
I'm gonna fall in love inadvertently with some random woman in the town square because I can and I will. And that is the curse in which you resign yourself to. All right, buddy? All right?
Crunch saved the day at the end by re-enlisting as a seaman like Zim and Starship Troopers. Maybe. All right.
Maybe.
Need your opinion. Haynes looks in the camera and says, "Mask never comes off unless." He turns around and unfastens it on the side of his head. Shirts.
All right. Well, we have yet to decide if Mandy should be replaced by Shirts. And that is something Thupa keeps fucking pushing. Like this fucking crazy
I don't know.
person.
I feel like people spent a lot of points on Mandy.
It's true.
We can't go back on it.
No.
As much as I'd like to switch it out for the meme, like, there was a lot of point spending on getting Mandy to win.
So Thupa, I'm very sorry for all of your fucking endeavors and efforts, but I'm
And the
sorry.
whole point of that joke was for it to be Mandy. It's gotta be Mandy.
So
Otherwise,
you too
the
can
Mandy
join us,
voters
and when it
lose.
gets buzzed into the side of my fucking head, all right.
Stain Haynes, you remind me of the Dark Knight Rises Bane, and that makes me want to get you. I am confused by cute skeleton's constantly aggressive tone.
A cute skeleton is probably some fucked up FBI agent trying to goad me into like, oh yeah, well like I'll reach you in DMs, and then it's like, okay,
How many points to get a tattoo that just says shirt? How about this? If somebody once the website's up, all right, and things are rolling, okay, everything's rolling out, money's being made, shirts are productive. You donate the cost for me to get the word shirt tattooed somewhere on my body. I'll get the word shirt tattooed on my body. Just the word
shirt.
All right?
All right, you heard it here first.
So you have to wait until the site's up, and I want to make sure we have everything rolling out. Everything's lucrative. And I'll have it on. Right here. Oh, and someone's like, what's that about? It's a long story. Why do you have the word shirt tattooed on your like side?
It's a
long story.
Shirts.
Just say shirts.
And you see for like a second and a half shirts.
The new ad is just like as the tattoo gets done. Shirts. Whatever, I don't give a shit. This body's not coming with me in the end, so
So listen,
and if it sells some shirts and makes me some money,
so cute.
but you're paying for it.
So cute skeleton.
So that's the deal. You're paying for it, and you're also buying shirts.
Ultimately,
so technically, you're paying bills via buying shirts, and you're also paying for the free advertisement of me getting a tattoo that says shirts. So I'm making money double.
So we're glad that you're able to join us in this dance of the tales of the ballroom of silliness, in where we have been able to get page.
In fact, I'll go to a tattoo artist and I'll get an estimate, and then I will show up on chat and be like, donate this much, and I'll get the fucking tattoo.
Listen. We haven't even gotten to the goddamn commercial yet, and we're already too big for our britches. Come on.
That's fine. It's called building hype.
Touche.
You're gonna buy the shirts. See, he gets it.
Sure.
Not just trying to cut customers. What's up, yo? Give me money.
Listen, he's trying to cut them off at the pass like he's some sort of fucking Robert E. Lee. So AVH, thank you.
Do you see this?
Y gracias.
Do you see this? Being threatened.
Oh, are you kidding me? If I could feel it, it would have shown up in my fucking radar by now. All right, and I have no idea what it is he's responding to.
Do you have a stalker?
No. Chances are I have like four. I have four nemesises.
Can you get me as well? What's up?
Three
and me.
The opposite of a well-wisher.
Get me too.
I have two adversaries, and I have Tom. That's what I.
Do you think Cute Skeleton is Tom?
No, I doubt it.
I don't think Tom was real.
Well, Tom.
I think Tom was the equivalent of a check mark. You know what I mean?
Listen.
Like a poster who does nothing.
I had no idea he was even being dealt with until I had fucking checked in. But still, it's the fucking curse that you welcome when you put up flyers online. And I welcome it, alright? You kidding me? Before you know it, this ends up in fucking walls everywhere.
Every time a weirdo shows up in chat, I instinctively fear it's one of my gay cheerleaders from the anime days. Dude, what the fuck are you bringing around?
Listen.
Don't do that.
Are they undead cheerleaders from your gay anime days? Exactly what kind of anime days are we talking about?
That poster said, oops.
No, listen. Listen. Why have you not rewatched Legend of the Overfiend and watched the best hentai you have never taken a goddamn look at? Alright? So that is entirely upon you. And you too can respect troops. And you could do like Monoxus can and fuck with the fucking green screen. Alright? So here we are at twitch.tv/Monoxus. Yo me te quiero mucho también.
There you go, Thupa. Make your own ad. Respect Thoops, and it's just the zebra.
Alright. Oh, okay.
Respect Thoops.
You're gonna have to give us your fucking Twitter profile pic so we can do this.
What, respect? Would that is a real poster? What, respect Thoops? Do the troops respect shirts? We'll find out when we start selling shirts.
You didn't hear it from me first.
How's that whole respect troops thing's going?
I am almost offended at the number of people who wanted the shirts.
Oh,
after
you know what? I
it
get to
got
ask you.
fucking censored in the first place by a dropship company.
Did you contact the lawyer yet?
Yes.
Okay. And did they
Alright.
talk to you about charity fraud?
So, yes.
Okay. So I'm not off by being like it's charity
So
fraud.
I cannot use an Afghan freedom fighter to bring the LGBTQ ideology to the University of Kabul, and so
I'm aware of that. I told you couldn't.
And even if I did
Charity
want,
fraud.
and even if I did want to write it off as a fucking satire art project, no.
You can't, right? So did the lawyer give you like a way to do it?
There are ways around it, but what I have to do, hold on. First of all, hold on.
You might not even have it on you.
Oh no.
All right, so chat, I'm gonna give you guys a brief rundown
Oh no. All right.
because it's dead in the water right now, right?
Well,
Can I explain the bad version of it?
please.
Okay, so here's the so the original plan. This is not my plan. There are some folks that Mr. Stained Haynes works with, a bunch of fine gentlemen and a few fine ladies, and the plan was to essentially commit charity fraud by putting up flyers, and the flyers are like,
Allegedly.
thing is happening, whether it be like a war or a famine or like a world, like a geopolitical issue,
Allegedly.
and donate to this issue. And then there were links that you can donate to by scanning with your QR nonsense for like Cash App, Venmo, all that kind of thing, right? That was the alleged plan. However, I saw it and went, that's great, except it's charity fraud, and it's a federal crime, and you'll all go to jail. So, you have to word it differently, and explicitly state
And indicate that this is all satire.
that it is satire and it is not a charity. In fact, it is a fraud, and that what you're doing is illegal. And then if somebody gives you money, it's their fault. So he decided to reach out to a lawyer, which I believe the lawyer confirmed what I said, that you were going to try and commit charity fraud.
I can neither confirm nor deny these allegations, although I can confirm
I'm
that
saying
yes,
that is what
it
happened.
had to be reworded properly for an art project or some sort of legal entity, and where you can point to where this thing is going, irrespective of what is being portrayed through the disclaimer and the fine print of what it is on the flyer. End quote.
So I was right on multiple levels, where it's like, A, it is charity fraud, B, disclaimers and fine print fixes everything. So long as you're very clear and precise about, like, you are not donating to the charity. You are donating to the fraud.
To the grift, I'd argue.
You
No,
are-
no.
You are being grifted. Please donate to said grift.
Deal.
And if they do, they're a moron and they deserve it.
You heard it here first, folks.
I'm just saying,
Respect the grift.
if you
all
donate
right?
to anything that does not deserve your money and you feel like you've done something, you're a fucking moron. If it does not affect your bottom line, your money belongs in your bank account and your pocket, because that shit runs out and it only gets like it depreciates in value over time. So giving your money to something that's not going to effectively like change anything, you're fucking dumb. And I'm applying that across the board, like charities, any kind of funding. Does it affect your bottom line? No? Great. Enjoy spending money, and then 20 years from now being like, how come nothing's changed? Because nothing ever changes, and you're a moron for thinking it will.
So you too can donate.
But give us money.
But you too can go to queenstrash.com and go to donate and fucking gives me money. Then you can gives us money.
Don't worry,
And then
AVH.
we can continue fucking running Queen's Trash public access in the 21st century. And don't worry, AVDH, we're gonna get you involved in this
No.
fucked up
Here's the thing.
commercial of self-discovery soon.
We're not committing fraud of any kind. If you gives us money, you either get a shirt, or that money goes towards the production of other material, whether it be videos, whether it be shirts.
Or it is a quote art project, end quote.
So, money given to this affiliation goes towards something, whether it be just continuing the operations or products in general to go to the public, video or shirt wise. There's no fraud. We're not someone who's like, I'm gonna help the inner city, and you donate millions of dollars, and that person goes, and then all of that goes into my pocket, and the city continues to suffer because you're a moron because you gave money to the government, or you gave money to a fucking a charity case that the money never like gets.
Or you
like,
gave it to a fundraiser of the person who you were planning on voting for in the first place. And
yeah,
it's
like when
fucking
everyone gave money to
gross.
Bernie, and then he just bought a house.
And he bought 2 cars and a house.
Yeah, so like that kind of stuff. We're not going to do that. In fact, if anything, we would have the fund say, like, buy Monoxus a car of the fund. Because we're explicit about our exploitation. It would be the, hey, Stained Haynes wants a pizza. Donate money.
So you too can go to queenstrash.com and donate. And even
Monoxus
though
at one point becomes living art, so he doesn't have to do airport security checks. And becomes international. All right, that's excessive. Give me $1 million, I'll send you a bus full of homeless people to some other city. I don't want that. In fact, if I
So
had $1 million, I wouldn't help you.
So even though you too can click on the Streamlabs link over here, you too can go to queenstrash.com and gives monies so we can get this fucking Queen's Trash public access.
Good night, Cool-Later. Thank you for the bits.
Cool-Later. Buenas noches.
Doesn't matter how much. Thank you.
Gracias por tu consideración. So thank you. You too.
Thank you for giving money. Oh my god, I gotta keep the trend up.
In the roundabout Twitch,
I don't know how many.
not
like,
quite
what are we on?
YouTube way.
We're on 27, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me do this weekly.
I'm curious if Cool-Later has been keeping track of like a.
Please help me. They got me just before I could get Stained Haynes. I need $20. No. Go fuck yourself. If you're in the New York City police custody, you're fucked. Bits AFDH. So I'll break it down really quickly. Twitch accepts 3 forms of like payment. There's bits, subbing, and then direct donations. Direct donations, depending on the way you do it, I believe through Streamlabs is the best way to go about it because there's less taken out. It's just like you gave money directly to us via the link. Bits cost you more, but we get the full return on them. So you pay more for bits, but we get like a larger percent of it. Whereas sub, as long as you get it for free, like via Prime or something, we get a cut of it, Twitch gets a cut of it, everyone walks away. So it's kind of the middle point. So bits is the best for the person on the channel unless you're going to do a straight donation.
Mm-hmm.
But bits cost you more and gives us a higher return compared to subs, or you just donate.
Or Streamlabs.
Donate via Streamlabs, yeah. Or you buy a shirt.
Or you could buy a shirt.
And then your money gets you something.
Exactly. A fucking shirt. Ladies and jerks, if you haven't noticed. Because if you too want to respect troops, you can be like Monoxus and remind people that you cannot corner what is on the other side. You too, reminder, it is okay to be infected. Soon, on this fetid landscape of internet, you can find Queen's Trash at the earliest of your convenience. But I'm not here to talk shit between whoever it is who's like picking a fight with you online. Who's this guy?
With you.
Oh, is
Cute skeleton?
Well, a cute. For all I know, a cute skeleton is somewhere between the ranges of like, Dirty Tricks MI6, Not Today CIA, Nice Attempt at Obscurity Homeland Security, and let's see.
I feel like you're going too hard. Cute skeleton's giving me esoteric neckbeard vibes.
So cute skeleton probably has a flannel kilt connection. All right, fine.
Troops respect Alex Jones. Maybe.
Soon we will get these.
The fuck is with like the meme of him like young now? Like people are posting that shit everywhere.
Soon, There will be the infidels of showing and posting young Alex Jones. Just you wait.
That's weird. I don't understand.
Because it turns out he was right all along.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
He says some wild shit.
A lot of the time.
Yeah.
But he was right
But when he's on, he's on.
a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
So, ladies and jerks, we appreciate you joining us in building this fucked up commercial that we soon will have on this site, because you too can have shirts. You have given us gold. It is nonsense, and we too would like to incorporate you into the DIY psyops and shit posting and meat space through ink on fabric. All right, of course, as Osama O's. Really? Really not 17? Osama O's, you win this round. Alright?
I mean, listen, it's there.
So thank you for joining us. Alright? We appreciate you chiming in at public access television in the 21st century. I have to use the restroom. You don't want an intermission.
Go.
You don't want an intermission.
Go.
This fucking guy never wants it.
Why the fuck? I mean, like, look at the. You know what? Go to use the bathroom, alright? Take your time. Alright? You know. Don't go being silly in my bathroom. That's all I'm saying. Damn, your hair's a fucking mess, dude.
I need a haircut.
You do need a haircut. You need some Mandy in the side of that head. There used to be an Alex Jones shirt. Dad rage? I don't like. Here's the thing, though. I mean, right. So I'm not front end when it comes to what shirts get made. I'm more or less. I have say in the priority of things, and depending on which will probably sell best. So, like for instance, Writing with Despair Prohibited was on the original list of like high priority, and I was like, no, we have to actually get Writing with Despair out first because it's one of the most popular flyer designs, just from a not just like optics, because like I have seen people stop on the street to check those out and take pictures, but even on social media, it's one of the most like responded to. So Alex Jones on his shirt gets us in trouble. That motherfucker will sue. That motherfucker will cease and desist us. Like, we can't do that. Hold on, everybody. I gotta quick take a picture. Ah! For the ladies. Alex Jones lookalike, maybe. Here's the thing, though. I'm very adamant about trying to avoid cease and desist, because, like, half the shit we put up on the internet is, like, strike-worthy, and we're lucky if we tread by, because the times we live in are fucking stupid, and we get shit for dumb things. We recently got striked, and we're basically stopped from streaming on YouTube, even though we could right now, until fucking December, because of a video that was up for, like, half a year. It's dumb. So our shirt designs, we got to keep, like, there are shirt designs that were in the pipeline, and I was like, we technically can't use them because we're doing the whole fair use thing and taking someone else's intellectual property and then turning it into one of our own, which you have to avoid doing because, again, cease and desist, and all the profits go to the original person. So you got to be very fucking careful. It's got to be very specific. It's got to be, like, completely original. So, even the Writing with Despair, someone could probably find the source image for that and then decide to be like, hey, get rid of that. It's a mess. It's really bad. But yeah, so as far as like that pipeline, I would love to do something like that. I wouldn't recommend it though. There's a good chance that half the shit we put onto shirts or production material could very easily get striked or copyrighted by the original content creator if they're like, I made that image 10 years ago. It's a problem. So it's not like OC. Yeah, you can't use it. So someone like Alex Jones, nah. He's not going to let us do that kind of shit.
Even if it's young Alex.
Doesn't matter. Alex Jones's team would very easily cease and desist us if we use his likeness in anything.
Right.
So no.
Damn.
Like I was saying, like some of the images that have been used, obviously there's like original like images of us and things that were made using our likenesses. That's fine. Something like the Writing with Despair. That image, God knows where it came from originally. Someone made that. Because that was found. That wasn't like made. You know what I mean?
I appropriated it. I have no qualms about that.
I know, so I'm saying, like, but someone made it. The context of it is non-existent. There's no like original person being like, "This is mine." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just been on the internet, and it was made like almost as a joke, and it's like, okay, that's being used now, because contextually, like, that's the image. Here's now text added to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that image could, like, someone could claim that. Like, even the fucking "it's okay to be infected." Like, someone made that.
But there's no patent.
Yes, it's not being used. But something like Alex Jones on a shirt, he could just be like, "That's my fucking likeness." You know what I mean?
Right.
Using someone's likeness, using someone's intellectual property, you can't get away with that. So there's a lot of things that we can use because fair use. And until someone claims it, like there's no strike, there's no stop.
Until, right.
Yeah, until there's a cease and desist and someone can prove that they own the likeness or the image or whatever it is, not a big deal. For now, a lot of what's being put on shirts, free game. This is also why the original Daddy's Money shirt, I already said, I don't think it's a good idea to make it because it has Lucky from Lucky Charms on it. He is a copyrighted character.
I'll keep going until I get the cease and desist.
Right. So you've already expressed you're going to do it, but you are 100% going to get a cease and desist.
Right.
It's not a if, it's a when.
Deal.
The second it actually starts gaining any traction, they're going to fucking cease and desist you. So have a backup plan. Because why the fuck would they not cease and desist you? You're using their you're using their character likeness and you're misrepresenting the character.
Maybe.
You are. He's a children's mascot and you're using him to fucking like flex on thoughts.
I think it's flexing on Western society as a whole.
Sure, but like it's aimed at females.
You say so.
It is.
Mostly.
Daddy's Money is aimed at women.
It's aimed at society.
Alright, but like it's mostly fucking taken out at women. I'm just saying, like
You say so.
Daddy's Money applies to like statistically primarily female. Even if you want to just play the numbers game, there are more women who are straight on the planet than there are gay men. And those are the two primary groups who would use the term daddy non-ironically. All right? And if you want to play the rich game, 1% of the population is wealthy enough to trickle down daddy's money. So we're talking about women who just call people daddy.
Right.
Gay dudes who call people daddy. And then wealthy girls who have money coming in from a very small percentage of the population calling them daddy. All right? In that order, largest to smallest.
Right.
So technically, the most attacked group is the largest of those.
And they'll write in for the fucking cease and desist.
Yes.
Deal.
Even if it's not directly aimed at them, that's who's gonna fucking like, cause daddy, and they don't like you fucking daddy, like because they have a thing, and they can't let people have fun.
You're not wrong.
So even though it's aimed at that last group, like the rich ones, because of sexual identities, like a random woman who's like lower class who doesn't like the fact that you're appropriating daddy in a negative way is gonna be like, you're misappropriating daddy. While she complains to her daddy, who's not actually her dad. It's like her fucking boyfriend who beats her.
Your vernacular.
Daddy. You know what I mean? Shirts. That's the person who's gonna fucking get you cease and desisted.
Alright.
Not the appropriate audience. Not the ones who you're actually targeting. Because that's how the world works. The same way, like, respect troops. An actual, like, military brat is not gonna look at this and be offended. Some douchebag with, like, 1% of the information on what actually happened is gonna report it because, like, apparently it's offensive. The same way people see the American hero shirt and they don't ask questions, they just get mad. It doesn't matter. The context doesn't matter. It's a matter of who, like, reports it. But if it's not someone's intellectual property, there's nothing you can do. We're lucky there is something you can do.
Well, it's invincible, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm just saying they can get you for him. So far, I think everything else is pretty straightforward.
Almost.
I don't think anything else is actually like corporate. You know what I mean?
I don't think so. No, I'm not sure. But I don't think so.
Because like the writing with despair. Cute skeleton. Can I send drugs to your Twitter DMs, Minoxus? Physically, no, but you can DM me on Twitter about drugs, and I probably won't buy them because I don't care for them. If anything, cute skeleton, I'm more interested in getting DM'd titty pictures, but not like random titty pictures that I can reverse image search and find out that you just Googled them, because then you're wasting my time.
Touche.
All right, so let's just be quick. John Woo chiming in. The ghost of Haynes still blesses us to this day. Rip Haynes. He's not dead. He's right here. He just came in at a bad time. AFDH with Rip. I hear he died of food-related accident. Yeah, but you see, cute skeleton. Like, I don't want your trillions of whatever you have. That's useless to me. I want like OC. It's not OC that doesn't matter. I mean, let's be honest. DM titty pictures, kind of. I mean, like, it's like when a fucking girl takes a picture of her titties and sends it to like 5 guys in the morning. There's nothing special about that. I'm just saying, like, are they still nice pictures? Yes. But I mean, like, you lower the value of something by spreading it out, no? I mean, is that not... Also, if it's free, like, it has no value. Don't give that shit out for free. Sell it for $2 on OnlyFans. At least. I'm giving that shit out for free. That's fine, you're good. Alright, everybody. Haynes wants to call it night. He's tired. It's been a long week.
Buenas noches y gracias por mirando aquí.
I'll give them to you in person, okay? DM me and we'll talk, although we're probably never gonna meet because you seem weird and shady. Everyone say goodnight, sustained hands. Blast. Cute
Buenas
skeleton.
noches.
America's best drug dealer. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, dude.